on the Rogues Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch. It is a picture-perfect Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's the final game of this two-game set between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy On Deck Show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Medford still 16-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in Pacific Empire League action. Tonight's game and yesterday's game does not count towards the overall record and the season stats. And it was the Lab who took game one yesterday by a final of 7-4. It was a 4-run lead put up by the Lab right out of the gate in the top half of inning number one. It was a 4-run frame in the first inning. It was a 4-0 lead for the Lab heading into the home half of inning number one. Rogues got a run across in the first, and the Rogues got 2 runs across in the second. It was a 4-3 lead for the Lab until they got a couple of runs across in the top half of inning number 6 and previously a run in the 5th. Rogues got a run across in the home half of inning number 9, but it was the Rogues offense that struggled to get runners across. It was a tough start for Quinton Bowman, but he found he settled in after that first inning. In that first inning where the Lydo's Lab put up those 4 runs, 9 batters saw the plate for the Lydo's Lab to start off the 2-game set. And it was a very interesting one yesterday. It was the pitching staff. That was the storyline for the Lydo's Lab. Andrew Rodeman got the start. He's going to be going to the University of Oregon in the next couple of years. But Kevin Carreri, who was the most impressive guy in this pitching rotation for the Lydo's Lab, going 4 innings on the hill and only giving up a couple of hits, striking out 4, and that was a very impressive showing. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch in his next step of his career. He does not know where he's going to be playing college ball yet, but he is going to have a couple more years to decide on where he's going to be playing baseball after his high school career. It's Medford and the Lydo's Lab for the final game of this 2-game set and the final meeting of the regular season between these two programs. And it is going to be very interesting to see what's going to transpire on this Thursday evening. Glacier blue skies, hint of clouds dotting the landscape on this Thursday evening. Medford looking to get themselves back in the win column. Yesterday's game and today's game does not count towards the overall record and the stats, but you want to be able to get some momentum before heading into the 4th of July weekend. It is a schedule change for the Rogues. The Rogues play the Cal State Peloteros instead of the Marysville Giants. That will be a 2-game set tomorrow and, of course, on the 4th of July on Saturday night. There will be no game on Sunday, so we won't be broadcasting the game for you on Sunday. Our next broadcast after that 2-game set against the Cal State Peloteros will be on Tuesday night against the Lincoln Potters. Take a look at the starting pitchers for tonight's contest between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Going for the Lab, it is Mason Christensen. And Christensen works with a fastball, slider, changeup, and sometimes might see that curveball in his 4-pitch arsenal. And the Rogues send out Tristan Ainsworth, who just celebrated a birthday earlier this week. Tristan Ainsworth unofficially gets his 3rd start of 2026. 10 2/3 innings pitched, ERA is 6.75, 1 win, no losses, and no saves. So it's Ainsworth for the Rogues, Christensen for the Lydo's Lab. Let's take a look at the standings and the out-of-town scoreboard. That is brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. In the top of the spot in the PEL, it is the Healdsburg Prune Packers. They are 8-2. Humboldt 7-2. They're in 2nd place. Lincoln not far behind. They are in 3rd place with a record of 6-4. The Rogues slotted in the 4th spot. They are 5-4. West Coast Kings not far behind, tied with the Solano Mudcats. They are 5-6. Marysville Giants are 1-13. A couple of games going on in Pacific Empire League action. The Potters take on the Healdsburg Prune Packers at Recreation Park. Keep an eye on that ball game. It was a close one between the two programs in the first go-around between the Potters and the Prune Packers, and the Solano Mudcats and the Humboldt Crabs get underway at the Arcata Ballpark. Once again, welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. I was able to sit down with the Stockton zone and the former Trojan of Lincoln High School, Aiden Behrmann, a guy who got the start yesterday in Game 1 of the two-game set. Plus, we go one-on-one with assistant coach and pitching coach Nick Berger. Those two conversations are coming up right after the break. Final game of this two-game set. Beautiful thirsty Thursday conditions at the ballpark. It's the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. More keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Welcome back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues Player Spotlight, and our guest today is from Stockton, California. It's Aiden Behrmann. Aiden, how are you?
I'm good, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing well, my friend. First year in the Rogue Valley. How have you liked it so far?
It's been amazing, you know. I came out here because schedule looked tough, good competition. They were telling me a good fan base and good community around the area, and I was like, that's all I'm looking for when I come out to play ball. So, yeah, it's been fun. It's been great.
You grew up in Stockton, California. Do you see any similarities between Stockton and Medford?
Yeah, I actually, the first week I was here, I was talking about just driving around, and it feels a lot like home. I really like the area. It's pretty much everything around that you need. It's a very tight-knit community, like where I'm from. Everyone knows everyone. You're connected somehow to everything. So it reminds me a lot of home, which is good.
So what was baseball like in Stockton? What was baseball like in Stockton?
Baseball, you know, it's really big there. I'd say it's a big thing. A lot of competition. Growing up there, and I've been playing since I was 3. It's been a lot, been fun, and just when I got to high school, it really made a lot more sense. I was in a good high school conference, and I realized how good our competition was. As my senior year, we had in our conference like, I want to say 10 guys going D1 out of high school, and it's just a very, very baseball-driven community. You know, Stockton Ports are there. We got a couple big names that were in the MLB. One of them being my uncle. Shout out Dallas Braden, yeah. So baseball has been a huge thing, and you can tell it's a huge thing here as well.
So wait a minute. So Dallas Braden's your uncle?
Not in a blood sense, but he grew up with my parents, and I've been around him my entire life. He's called me his nephew my entire life, so he's basically my uncle, yeah.
That's really cool, my friend. You went to school at Lincoln High School. You talked about all the D1 guys. We went to the University of Pacific. You went to Delta College. What have you learned about yourself while being at Delta College?
You know, you bring up UOP. I was there for the fall straight out of high school, and getting there, it's just being from where I'm from, coming out of high school, going D1. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a dude. I got this. And as soon as I step onto a university, Delta or Pacific, you just realize how much how much the difference is going from high school to the college level. At any level, really, it's so much better, so much more competition. It's a lot more physically demanding, and it's a lot, you know. And learning that about myself, it's been fun. I've been really into it.
And this is your first year in the Rogue Valley. Have we golfed? Have we fished yet?
Oh, I've been golfing a little bit. Haven't hit any of the main courses, just Laurel that we get the free games at. So I've been going there a couple times a week. It's been fun. I've been meaning to try out some courses around here. I'm hoping to hit one before we start hitting the road this next month, or this month now, actually.
And you talked about when you signed up to be a Rogue, and you talked about the schedule. What stands out about the Pacific Empire League from your standpoint as a player?
Coming here in Pacific Empire, you know, we got the Potters, the Packers, and all these other teams. And I know from some people being here in the past, just hearing, like, this is a good team to be a part of. One, to not be the highest level, so you're facing all, like, lower competition. You're facing good comp the whole time, and we're very competitive. So that's all I was really looking for when finding a team to go out for the summer for.
What's the one thing you want to work on before you head back to Delta College?
Being consistent. You know, since I've entered college, I've had a rocky go at it. I've been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of goods, a lot of bads, and you know, all I tell people about myself these past couple of years is I've been consistently inconsistent. So, just finding consistency, you know, throwing strikes, and if I can just find that groove to go in, I'll have a lot of success in my future.
That's well said, my friend. And it's right before the baseball game. You're going to the gas station. What's that one thing you're getting?
Me personally, you know, got to get a White Monster on game day, specifically White Monster before the game. Got to get some dill pickle or Taki seeds. You know, those are a must-have. On the side, I get some gummies, get some sugars. You know, something easy to digest for the day.
That sounds pretty good, my friend. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
You know, my mom, dad back home watching the games whenever they can. I just appreciate all the love and support they give me. My girlfriend, too, and the rest of my family who's been with me my whole journey.
That's well said, my friend. Aiden, thank you so much for hopping on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Good luck out here this week, and have a great rest of the summer.
Thank you, Brian. You too.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight, Aiden Bowman, and we come right back after this. More of the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Game 2 at 2 between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Keep it locked in on the Rogues Streaming Network. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. We are getting closer to first pitch between the Lydo Lab and the Medford Rogues. Time to go one-on-one with assistant coach Nick Berger. Coach, how are you? Happy game day.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, Coach. Coach, tough one last night, but this pitching staff has had its moments throughout the whole entire season.
Yeah, we have. We get ahead most of the time, but when we don't, I think the numbers kind of show themselves, especially early in the game in the first inning.
Give a 4 spot yesterday against the Lydo's Lab, and that was kind of the telltale sign about how the evening went. But if you minimize the damage, you only allow 2 runs, it's a different story, right?
Yeah, the same thing happened with our 9th inning with the Packers the other day. We give up 1 or 2 in that spot, and it's a completely different ball game. And we've had a few games where our starters gave up more than 3 in the first inning with 2 or 3 walks and a 30-pitch inning, and that's kind of been the killer.
At this point in this season, we're halfway through the season. Actually, we're halfway through the season. How would you rate the pitching staff right now?
Maybe like a 1 out of 10. I'll give it a 7.9.
So how do you get that over the hump to close out the month of July?
The bookends, the starter first inning and the closer in the 9th, setup guy or late in the game. We have to just do what our guys in the middle that have been doing, like Green and Kendrick and a couple of the guys that have really been getting ahead. I think our starters just need to do that.
And we've talked about the importance of throwing strike one. This pitching staff has bought into this message that you have brought so far to the Rogue Valley. How have you liked about how this pitching staff has been able to adopt this strike one method?
They've done good. I think they've picked it up pretty decently. I even think it's not a new thing. It's been around for over 100 years. Back in the day, I guess it was like a 5 or 6 strike count, but still, even then, it was even more of a reason to get ahead. So, it's nothing new. I just kind of relay information I've learned from guys I've played with my whole life, and hopefully they pick it up and they take it to fall ball.
And we've talked about your career. You played at Chico State previously, at Cuesta. You played a lot of indie ball. You played for the Santa Barbara Foresters. And the one thing that's all in common is you always have those dog days of summer, and we're technically in the dog days of summer right now. What's the message to your pitching staff about being able to stay in control during these dog days of summer?
I'm trying to get across to them that running and sprinting, long-distance running, is what keeps your legs under you for the length and the three-quarter spot of seasons. And I think that's the big thing. I think any old-school ball player will tell you that running will let you stay cooler when it gets hot. And I hope they pick that up and they continue with that.
And starting pitching's always been that question throughout the whole entire season about how you get through that first inning. What do you want to see from the starter tonight for the Rogues?
Let's just throw the ball down the middle. These kids are 17 years old, and let's throw the ball down the middle and let our stuff work to the outer thirds instead of aiming for black and letting balls run off the plate and hoping for chases. Young kids usually aren't the most aggressive. They're kind of timid, and so I think you need to just attack the middle of the plate.
I know you talked about Wyatt Green, and Wyatt Green leads the team in strikeouts. What do you like about how he has his conviction on the hill?
He could throw a slider or a curveball or a slider or a fastball for a strike first pitch. And that's, and his slider does have a lot of depth to it. So being able to throw an off-speed pitch to lead off the at-bat is big for him. A lot of kids, they're centered around getting ahead, and that kind of falls back to fastballs. But with Green, he can throw 3 of his pitches for strikes early in the count, and then the next batter he can do differently, and that's why he's a good pitcher.
Keys to victory, Coach?
Let's get past the first inning without giving up a 4 spot, and let's decrease our pitch count and get ahead.
Coach, always a pleasure, my friend. Good luck out there, and we'll see you after the game.
Hey, thanks, man.
That's assistant coach Nick Berger joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. When we come right back after this, we have lineups and first pitch. Game 2 at 2 between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Keep it here on the Rogues Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It is a picture-perfect Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's game 2-2 between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. First pitch is right around the corner. Medford looking to get themselves back in the win column. These 2 games do not count towards the official record or the official stats, so a couple of games to work on the craft before heading back in the Pacific Empire League action next week. And it's going to be a perfect one for Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. Send it down to public address announcer Greg Roberts for the playing of the national anthem.
Performing tonight's national anthem is C.J. Reed.
Can you see by the dawn early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets read clear, the bombs bursting in ear, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the
And we are ready to go on this beautiful Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Before we get to the starting lineup, send it down to Jake for the two most important words in baseball.
And Katie and Lily with the two most important words in baseball.
Now we're ready to go on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. See that starting lineup for the Lydo's Lab, led by head coach Carson Lydo, former Medford Rogue. The Lab are 13-1 overall on this 2026 campaign. Batting lead off is the shortstop Brady Berry. The two spot is center fielder Kai Leanders. The 3-hole hitter is the first baseman James Collier. Cleanup man is catching tonight Carlin Crutcher. The 5 hitters, the third baseman Grady Wilmot. The left fielder is Gino Humphreys. He's in the 6-hole. The right fielder Kevin Carreri, I should say, who was the reliever in yesterday's affair. He's in right field. He is batting in the 7th spot. Luke Lucas is in DH. He's in the 8-hole. And Cam Thomas is at second base. So it's Berry, Leanders, Collier, Crutcher, Wilmot, Humphrey, Carreri, Lucas, and Thomas. Lydo's Lab, 13-1 overall on this 2026 campaign. Face Tristan Ainsworth, who celebrated a birthday earlier this week. Happy birthday to Tristan. His family was in attendance. Got a couple of boxes of golf balls and a couple of polos for golfing. Tristan, a big golfer, and he's going to be facing a pretty good Lydo's Lab squad. Tristan this season unofficially 2 starts in 2026, 6 games he's appeared in, 10 2/3 innings, 17 strikeouts, 6 walks, ERA at 6.75, 1 win, no losses, and no saves. Medford in their black jerseys, green trim with the white pants. Lydo's Lab rocking the blue jerseys, the red numbering, and the white outline going with the white pants. It's 325 down the line in left and right field, 400 in straightaway center. Power alleys in left and right center, 407. And we're about ready for liftoff on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Temperatures in the 70s, uncharacteristic for this early part of July. A couple of days before the 4th of July, 79 degrees, overcast skies, a little bit of blue, mostly blue poking through on this Thursday evening. Tristan Ainsworth, the righty, sets up on that first base side of the rubber and fires the first pitch home. First pitch fastball misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. We get going at 6:39 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Brady Berry, top of the order guy yesterday, sets the table for the Lydo's Lab this evening. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball dots the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Calling the balls and strikes tonight is Greg Jaquette. At first base is Chris McKee. And Rick Landis is at third base. Ball and a strike. Fastball, chopper, third base side, takes it is Nolan Donovan, the third baseman. The throw to first in time. 5-3 on the ground out to begin the game. Base is empty, 1 out. We just getting underway in the road to first. Here's the two-hitter for the Lydo's Lab, Kai Linders. That defense is backing up the starter, Tristan Ainsworth, around the horn from third to first. It's Nolan Donovan, Daniel Behrmann, Bo Blake, and one of the newest Rogues, Ethan Swenson. He was the reliever yesterday in the Game 1 loss. In the outfield from left to right, it's Olson, Grabiel, and Shabasteri. Anthony Thomas Jr. behind the dish catching. First pitch, fastball, lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. Kai Linders at the dish. Linders was in the 2 spot yesterday, reached on base 3 times. Tristan Ainsworth sets up on that first base side of the rubber. No balls, 1 strike, and the delivery. Fastball fouled off to the left side, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes is Kai Linders. Lydo's Lab, all high school guys, not high school graduates, but they graduate in high school in a year or 2. A lot of class of 2027 and a lot of class of 2028 sprinkled throughout this whole entire roster. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball fouled off again. Kai Linders, the class of 2027, outfielder and first baseman from Tualatin High School, the Timberwolf. At the dish, a lot of Eugene kids on this roster, and talking with head coach Carson Lyden a little bit yesterday, all Oregon kids. So a lot of homegrown talent. A lot of these players might be future Rogues. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch again. Fastball, spray to foul, left side. We'll do it again. Good battle brewing between Linders and Tristan Ainsworth. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Just getting underway on this thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. Ainsworth sets up on that first base side, rocks a bit with the feet, and the 0-2. Hits down the air, right field, charging in is Max Shabasteri, the right fielder, on the run, and makes the grab without the shades on, and Linders flies out for the second out of the inning. 2-2 down in the row to first. Base is empty. Here's a 3-hitter for the Lab, James Collier at first base. Collier yesterday was at first base as well. He is in the 3 spot. Went 0 for 5 at the dish yesterday. Infield playing deep around the horn, just getting underway in the row to first. First pitch, fastball, clips the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Scoreless between the Lydo's Lab and the Rogues. Game 2 of 2. Final 2 meetings between these 2 programs in 2026. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Breaking ball, clips the top third, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Heard a little bit about this from assistant coach and pitching coach Nick Berger, talking about how crucial it is to throw strike 1. Quickly in the hole, 0-2, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tristan Ainsworth gets his first punch out of the afternoon and evening, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go to Lydo's Lab. We head to the home first right after this. Lydo's Lab, nothing. Medford coming up on this beautiful Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. inning number 1 from Harry and David Field. Lydo's Lab nothing. Medford coming up for the first time on this Thursday evening. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Rogues 16-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in Pacific Empire League action. Man lead off is shortstop Daniel Behrmann, and the 2 spot is the left fielder Quinton Olson. The DH man tonight is Chance Flores. He's the 3 hitter. The cleanup man is one of the newest Rogues, Ethan Swenson. He's the first baseman tonight. Anthony Thomas Jr. does the catching. He's in the 5 spot. Max Shabasteri is in right field tonight. He is the 6 hitter. Diego Grabiel patrolling center field. His family is in attendance from California. He is batting in the 7 hole. Nolan Donovan is at third base. He's the 8 hitter. And Bo Blake is the 9 spot. He's batting at second base. So it's Behrmann, Olson, Flores, Swenson, Anthony Thomas Jr., Max Shabasteri, Diego Grabiel, Donovan, and Bo Blake. And this Medford Rogues lineup faces Max Christian. Tall righty got his one with tosses in. The righty from Willamette High School, class of 2027. And Daniel Behrmann settles in for his first trip on this beautiful Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Lydo's Lab. First pitch upcoming from the righty. First pitch, breaking ball, misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Stats do not count towards this game and yesterday's game as well. So after Sunday, Daniel Behrmann's a .357 hitter. 1-0. Misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Quinton Olson waits on deck. Wind is blowing into the ballpark. Forgot to give you that flag report in the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch upcoming. Fastball finds the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. Breaking ball, misses up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Daniel Behrmann from Tracy, California. Rogues will be in the Golden State in the next couple of weeks for their 6-game road trip. 3 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball, right down the boulevard, strike 2, and the count fills. Rogues need to capitalize first to set the tone for the evening. Daniel Behrmann trying to do that at the moment. 3-2 home. Fastball outside, ball 4. Daniel Behrmann aboard of the leadoff walk. So Behrmann takes first. First walk issued by the starter Mason Christian. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the home first. Scoreless between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues, Quinton Olson. No score between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Quinton Olson from Scappoose, Oregon. Lefty settles in for his first trip. Righty of Christian works from that first base side of the rubber. Small lead for Daniel Behrmann, the base runner at first base. Collier holding the runner. First one, fastball, misses low, 1 ball, no strikes. It is a perfect evening at the ballpark. Not as hot as it was last year. Usually at this time of year, it's usually in the high 90s, close to the triple digits. Always a lot of fun. 1 ball, no strikes. And the offering. Chopper, first base side. Goes right of the line. Goes foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quinton Olson this season, before this week, a .250 hitter. No home runs, 1 RBI. Yesterday's game and today's game does not count towards the official stats and the official record. Official record counts tomorrow when the Rogues see the Cal State Peloteros for the first of 2. 1-1, fouls off the slider to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogues plated 1 run in that home half of inning number 1 yesterday. It was the Lab who jumped out of the gate with a 4 spot in the first. 1-2 from the righty. Runner goes. Breaking ball. Misses upstairs. Throw to second base. And the tag is not applied in time. Stolen base for Daniel Behrmann. And that last pitch, well, ball upstairs. And the count goes square. So Daniel Behrmann eliminates the opportunity to turn 2 for the Rogues offensively. Puts a runner at second base. Rogues have an RBI opportunity for Quinton Olson. 2-2 home. Fastball fouled off left side. We'll do it again. Eliminating the opportunity to turn 2 as it pays dividends to keep this inning going, and also puts a little bit of more aggressiveness for the Rogues in this inning. Good battle brewing between Quinton Olson and Mason Christian. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mason advances at second base to 2-2. Line drive off the glove of the first baseman Collier, rounding first, and the stop sign not going to be put up. Rounding third, racing towards home is Daniel Behrmann. He scores staying up. RBI double for Quinton Olson. It was off the mid of the first baseman Collier, went down the right field line, and the Rogues strike first. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford. And a good 2-strike approach for Quinton Olson. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. The home half of inning number 1, final game of this 2-game set. And Medford's having their moments. You like the aggressiveness early. One on, nobody out, 1-0 lead for the Rogues. First pitch, Chance Flores clips the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Chance Flores was in the lineup yesterday, was the DH man. Strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball, misses up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Great conversation of Chance Flores yesterday in the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Picking his brain about playing at Lynn Benton Community College. Currently looking for another home. Just wrapped up his JUCO career in the NWAC. And you heard the similarities between Lynn Benton and a 4-year college. 1-1 fouled off to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But also his personal life, being engaged to his fiance in the month of May. Congratulations to the 2 of them. Chance trying to get aboard behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Christian glances at second base at Quinton Olson. The 1-2 pitch. Slider misses down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Flores has not recorded a batting average yet in the games he's played so far in this series. 2-2 home. Runner goes. 2-2. Knuckles it right side. We'll do it again. Rogues out of the gate, not afraid to steal, and very aggressive on the base path so far. Chans last night had an RBI with the sac fly, but that does not count towards the official stats. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Mason Christian. Dancing around at second base is Quinton Olson. 2-2. Misses upstairs, and the count fills. Ethan Swenson waits on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 4. Chance Flores takes first. Second walk issued by the starter Mason Christian. And that is going to bring out a conversation for the pitching coach for the Lydo's lab. Runners at first and second rather. 2 on, nobody out. We are in the home first. 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. And this pause, the action is brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. This conversation's between the battery mates of Christian and Crutcher and the pitching coach, and Greg Jaquette breaks up the conference on the hill. And now Greg Jaquette talking with the pitching coach. Lengthy conversation on the hill. Might be discussing the mound visits or the time limit on the mound visits. keep an eye on that throughout the whole entire evening. So runners at first and second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Rogues, the first baseman, Ethan Swenson. Ethan Swenson, who was a reliever yesterday. We talked about this when we were talking with the lineup. Guy who gave up 2 hits in yesterday's game, but struck out the side afterwards. Ethan Swenson settles in for his first trip. Great conversation with him a little bit ago during batting practice. We're talking about the broadcast, talking about what was it like pitching. First offering home. First pitch, sky high, right side of the infield. Thomas, second baseman, in shallow right center field, makes the grab for out number 1. Swenson pops out for the first out of the inning. 2 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Give you that defense is backing up the starter, Mason Christian for the Lydo's Lab. Around the horn from third to first, it's Wilmot, Barry, Thomas, and Collier. In the outfield from left to right, it's Humphrey, Leanders, and Carreri. Crutcher is catching tonight for the Lydo's Lab. Here's the 5-hitter for the Rogues, the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. Rogues offensively trying to get more than one run across on this Thursday evening, Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. First one, fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Back-to-back days of Anthony Thomas Jr. catching. Anthony this season, 229 hitter, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. The stats do not count tonight, but you want to be able to have some confidence while going into that weekend 2-game series against the Cal State Peloteros. That's a Friday and Saturday series. 1-0, breaking ball, misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Great conversation of Anthony Thomas Jr. for episode 10 of Plank Talk, the official podcast of the Medford Rogues, live from the Foodery in Phoenix. We'll be out there next Monday for another episode of Plank Talk, 4:30 to 5:30. Come join us in downtown Phoenix. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. And great to pick Anthony Thomas Jr.'s brain on the art of catching and playing baseball, and also the love for avocados. Fallbrook, California. Grows a lot of avocados in Southern California. 2 balls and a strike upcoming. Pitch misses up and out. 3 balls, 1 strike. And also Anthony Thomas Jr.'s brother is Evan Thomas. Plays for the Springfield Drifters up in Eugene, out of the West Coast League. Good friends with their play-by-play broadcaster, Knight Uretsky. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Fastball, that's popped up in the air. Left side of the infield, Barry, the shortstop, tracks it down, goes to his right, and makes the 1-hand grab for out number 2. So Anthony Thomas Jr. pops out for the second out of the inning. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the home first. 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues in game 2 of this 2-game set against the Lydo's Labs. Here is the right fielder, Max Shabasteri, his first time by on this Thursday evening. This is a big inning right now for the Rogues. Think about how this inning began. Daniel Behrmann drew a walk to set the tone, and Quinton Olson drove him in on an RBI double. Chance Flores drew a walk. Since then, Ethan Swenson and Anthony Thomas Jr. has popped out to the infield. Max Shabasteri going to try to turn this around of 2 outs in the frame. First pitch to the righty. Fastball finds the top third, strike 1. Max this season, 154 hitter. 6 runs batted in. These stats do not count in this last night's game and tonight's game. No balls and a strike. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. So tomorrow is a first of a 2-game set against the Cal State Peloteros. Supposed to be the Marysville Giants. The Cal State Peloteros will be here at Harry and David Field. Same time, same station. 1-1. Fouls it off behind the plate. Goes just to the right of us, lands in the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diego Grabiel waits on deck. Infield is shading a little bit to the left. Barry, the shortstop, on the lip and left center. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Leanders a couple of steps into left center. 1-2. Fastball misses outside, and the count goes square. Very stringent zone so far, dictated by home plate umpire Greg Jaquette. Max Shabasteri trying to Get aboard to load the bases. Two and two. Fouls it off right side. We'll do it again. Quinton Olson at second base. Chance Flores at first. Max Shabasteri trying to provide a little bit more offense with 2 outs in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Max Shabasteri not happy with the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette, and that closed the book on the first inning. 1 run across on 1 hit, no errors, but the Rogues leave a pair on. Quinton Olson left on at second base, and Chance Flores left on at first base. We have played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, Lydo's Lab nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Medford 1, Lydo's Lab nothing. Top half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. Ryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Tristan Ainsworth begins his second inning on the bump, sending the Lydo's Lab in order 1, 2, 3 in the top half of inning number 1. Rogues in to run across on an RBI double from Quinton Olson, driving in Daniel Behrmann. So the Rogues right now looking pretty good on this Thursday evening, but do not count out the Lab. The Lab has been a pretty good team to watch so far in yesterday's contest, and they're really going in today's contest. And the righty, the cleanup hitter, Carlin Crutcher, who's doing the catching today for the Lydo's Lab, leads off the inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Lab. Crutcher followed by Lamont and Humphrey. First pitch from Tristan Ainsworth, the tall righty. First pitch. Fouls it off to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. This is a team of all high schoolers, class of 2027, class of 2028. Crutcher, the class of 2028. Strike 1 pitch upcoming from Tristan Ainsworth. Fastball misses down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ainsworth has been set up on that first base side of the rubber so far on this Thursday evening. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Ball and a strike from Tristan. Misses down and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carlin Crutcher, the batter, the leadoff man, cleanup hitter for the Lydo's Lab. A catcher, a third baseman, and a right-handed pitcher out of Thurston High School. The Colt at the dish. 2-1, swing and a miss on the curveball, and the count goes square. Thurston High School located in the Springfield area. Springfield, a suburb of Eugene, just up the road from us. Two and 2 from Tristan Ainsworth. Ground ball, bobbles it as Tristan Ainsworth on the comebacker. Lollipop throw to first base in time for out number 1. 1-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. We are on the road second. Medford 1, Lydo's Lab nothing. Here's the 5-hitter for the Lydo's Lab. Grady Wilmot, the third baseman this evening. The lefty settles in for his first trip of the afternoon and evening. Infield still playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Wind is blowing into the ballpark, into right field. Now it's starting to change into center field. First pitch, ground ball to left side, takes on a hop, bobbles it. Ball gets off his glove, and the Bear can't get the bare hand over to first base. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Donovan. So it is officially a one-out infield single off the bat of Grady Wilmot, and that's the first base runner on for Lydo's lab this evening. It was kind of a weird play. It was a bouncing ball towards the third base side, trying to make the play, but the glove slipped off the hand of Nolan Donovan. He tried to make the bare hand play and throw it over to first base, but it was too late. Grady Wilmot aboard of a single. He's at first base, medium-sized lead. Ethan Swenson, the first baseman, holding the runner. Here's the sixth hitter, left fielder Gino Humphrey. First offering from Tristan Ainsworth. He sets up on that first base side of the rubber. First pitch, elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Humphrey, the outfielder from South Eugene High School. The axe at the dish. 1-0. Line drive, bounce into right center field, a base hit. So back-to-back singles off the bat of the Lydo's lab. But runners at first and second. 2 on, 1 out. We are in the top of 2. 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's lab. Here's the right fielder, Kevin Carreri. Carreri settles in for his first trip of the evening. Glacier blue skies overhead, cotton candy clouds dotting the landscape on this Thursday evening. Wind blowing strongly into the ballpark, probably 10 to 15 miles per hour. The Stars and Stripes are blowing straight into the ballpark. First offering from Tristan Ainsworth. He glances at second base, and the pitch. First pitch, dots the outside corner, strike 1. We talked about Kevin Carreri a little bit in the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Carreri kept the Rogues' bats in check for 4 innings. Took over in the 4th inning. Had 4 innings on the hill in relief. Scoreless, in fact. Strike 1 pitch, ground ball to left side, takes on a hop as Byrne, tosses over to second for 1. The throw to first in time. 6-4-3 twin killing to get out of the jam. And a big play to close the book on the top half of inning number 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We head it to the home half of inning number 2 right after this. 2 up for the Rogues, Diego Gabriel, Nolan Donovan, and Bo Blake. 1-0 lead for the Rogues on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Home half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's lab. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Rogues cracking into the run column in the home half of the first on an RBI double from Quinton Olson. Driving in Daniel Behrmann. Bottom of the order due up for the Rogues. Diego Gabriel leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Donovan and Bo Blake. And he faces Mason Christian for the first time tonight. Diego Gabriel settles in for his first trip of the evening. His cheering section is in attendance tonight. A lot of family members for Diego in the Rogue Valley. The Santa Cruz native gets ready to face Christian for the first time tonight. First pitch home. Fastball gets away from the catcher, Crutcher. 1 ball, no strikes. And Diego's family, and especially his grandparents, big fans of the Rogues Streaming Network, and they always hear our stories about the chocolate chip cookies. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball elevated, 2 balls, no strikes. And Diego Grabiel's grandparents today brought the whole entire team 3 big trays of cookies, homemade cookies. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Probably wondering, what type of cookies were they? Well, there was a couple of chocolate chip raisin cookies. 3-0 pitch. Fastball, Dotsy outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. And some snickerdoodle cookies. Diego still ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count fills. Diego, after Sunday, 355 hitter. Has not gone deep yet in 2026. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 on the slider. Grabiel down on strike. Second punch out from Mason Christian this evening.
Now batting the third baseman, number 30.
Base is empty, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 2. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Donovan. Donovan settles in for his first trip this evening. Perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies overhead, cotton candy clouds. Perfect way to kick off this 4th of July weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So at the Saturday, the 250th birthday for America. First pitch, fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Donovan this season a 136 hitter, strike 1 pitch, and he did go around on it, says the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette. Good slider by Mason Christian, the starter for the Lydo's Lab. Now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is Nolan Donovan. The lefty trying to get aboard. 0-2. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Lab. Outfield playing deep and straight away. 1-2. Head stat in the air, right center field, drifting to his left as Leanders, the center fielder, makes the one-hand grab with the shades on for out number 2. Donovan flies out to center field for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the frame. Base is empty. We are on the bottom of 2. Here's the second baseman for the Rogues, Bo Blake, who turned that double play in the top of this inning. Rogues offensively trying to get a spark. Game 2, this 2-game set. The Lydo's Lab proving to be difficult on this Thursday evening. They were difficult yesterday offensively. This is a very fun team to watch. First pitch. Fastball, clips the top third at strike 1. And what I mean by a fun team, these guys are class of 2027, class of 2028 guys. And these guys play like they're college dudes. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball, clips the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Bo Blake, Turlock, California. Bo, a 229 hitter so far this season. 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 lead for the Rogues in this final game of this 2-game set against the Lydo's Lab. Rogues will play 2 against the Cal State Peloteros, have the day off on Sunday and Monday, and then back at it on Tuesday. 1-2, slider, called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Bo Blake is down on strikes. Third punch out so far for Mason Christian, and the Rogues go in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We have played 2 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leading 1-0 against the Lydo's Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
One nothing lead for Medford, top half of inning number 3 against the Lydo's Labs. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Tristan Ainsworth getting his one tosses in for his 3rd inning on the hill. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. Couple of games going on currently. It is Healdsburg leading by 2, 4-2 against Lincoln. That's the bottom of the 4th from Recreation Park in the Sonoma Valley. And that is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen between those two squads. Healdsburg and Lincoln went toe-to-toe in the first meeting at Recreation Park a couple of weeks ago. Solano taking on Humboldt tonight. Just about to get underway in that one. They are on the top of the 1st. Now back to the matter at hand. Tristan Ainsworth, 2 innings, 2 scoreless innings to be exact. Give up a pair of singles in the 2nd inning, but had a 6-4 3-twin killing to get out of the jam. Faces 8-9-1 in the Lydo's Lab batting order. Luke Lucas leads off the inning, followed by Cam Thomas, and back to the top of the order with Brady Berry. Tristan Ainsworth, the tall righty from Brentwood, California, sets up on that first base side of the rubber. First pitch. Fastball hits that in the air, foul territory, first base side. Ethan Swenson, the first baseman, gives chase, and it goes out of play onto the grass berm for a long strike 1. Luke Lucas, the batter, in the DH role tonight. Luke Lucas took over in the 7th spot from Gino Humphreys in the DH role in Game 1 yesterday. Luke Lucas, the infielder and right-handed pitcher from Sheldon High School. Strike 1 pitch. Flips the bottom 3rd, no balls, 2 strikes. Lucas, the class of 2028 in the Eugene area. The Irish from Sheldon High. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 slider. Check swing, did he go around? Says the first base umpire Chris McGee did not go around with the appeal. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And talking with the coaching staff yesterday, with Carson Lyden, the skipper for the Lydo's Lab, brought up that Eugene is starting to become a big area for baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Tristan. Fastball. Fouls it off, 3rd base side at the chopper. We'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a band competition going on at the football field just beyond Harry and David Field. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. Luke Lucas down on strikes. Second strikeout for Tristan Ainsworth this evening. Base is empty, 1 out. We are on the top of 3, 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the 9-hitter for the Lydo's Lab. Cam Thomas, the second baseman tonight. 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Diego Grabiel, couple of steps into right center. First offering home. First pitch off the end of the bat and rolls foul to the first base side. Strike 1. Glacier blue skies on this Thursday evening. Ball still in play. One of the players of the Lydo's Lab will track that one down and retrieves it. No balls and a strike. The righty Thomas got out of the box, now climbs back in. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cam Thomas was in the 9 spot yesterday. Did reach on base once. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball, chopper over the head of the pitcher. Tristan Ainsworth picks up his Bo Blake, the second baseman. The throw to first in time for out number 2. 4-3 on the ground out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the road third. 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. We go back to the top of the order. Brady Berry 0 for 1 so far tonight. Tristan Ainsworth has done a good job of drawing weak contact in this affair so far tonight. Faces Brady Berry for the second time this evening. First offering home for Tristan Ainsworth. First pitch slider misses down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. A lot of glacier blue skies. 1 ball, no strikes. Tristan waits, and the pitch. Up and in, has to turn away from it is Brady Berry. 2 balls, no strikes. Marching band still playing off in the distance. 2 balls, no strikes. Off the end of the bat, right side. Bo Blake can't make the play, and it goes into right field. That's a definite bat breaker, but Brady Berry gets aboard with a 2-out single. As the players say, that's firewood. So a 2-out base runner on for the Lydo's Lab. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Kai Leanders. 0 for 1 so far tonight. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Third base runner on for the Lab in this game. First pitch. This is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ainsworth glances at first base. Medium-sized lead for Brady Berry. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Chopper. First base side, Ethan Swenson, the first baseman, just steps on the pillow for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, no errors. 1 left. Brady Berry left on at first base. We head to the home half of inning number 3 right after this. 2 up for the Rogues, Daniel Behrmann, Quinton Olson, and Chance Flores. Top third of the order for the Rogues. 1-0 lead for Medford. Keep it locked in on the Rogues Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Beautiful Thursday evening at the ballpark at Harry and David Field. 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Lydo Lab. Ryan Welch back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Top of the order, 2 up for the Rogues. Daniel Behrmann leads off the inning, followed by Quinton Olson and Chance Flores. Second time Daniel Behrmann sees Mason Christian, the starting pitcher for the Lydo's Lab. First pitch, and he's hit by the pitch. And Daniel Behrmann takes first with honor. So a leadoff hit by pitch for Daniel Behrmann. He's aboard. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 3. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues, Quinton Olson. And the pitching coach for the Lydo's Lab jogs out the talk with the starter, Mason Christian. This pause the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Also take a look at the Outtown scoreboard. That's brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. 1 game going on, actually 2 games going on currently. It is in the top of the 5th between Healdsburg and Lincoln from Recreation Park in Sonoma County. It's a 4-2 lead for the Prune Packers against the Potters. And it's the Mudcats, Solano leading 1-0 against Humboldt. That's in the home half of inning number 1 at the Arcado Ballpark. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Base runner on at first base. Here's Quinton Olson. He's 1 for 1 so far this evening. Medford 1, Lydo's Lab 0. Final game of this 2-game set between the 2 programs. Glances at first base is the pitcher, Mason Christian, the starter, sets up on that first base side, takes a deep breath, and the first pitch. Slider misses down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Quinton Olson today got the first run across in this evening's contest. And the only run. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouls it off, left side, goes out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olson set the table well with an RBI double, driving in Daniel Behrmann. Got the second to base, but was left stranded. Rogues left 2 on in the first. Throws it back to first base. Christian chases back the base runner of Behrmann. Gets back to the bag with a head first slide. Ball and a strike, runner goes. Fastball upstairs, a throw to second base by Crutcher, and the ball escapes away from the shortstop Barry. Stolen base for Daniel Behrmann. Rogues eliminate the opportunity to turn 2. Base runner on at second base, 2 balls and a strike. We are in the bottom of 3. Lights are not turned on yet, but this whole entire week has been a very weird week. Just because of the weather, and it's been that type of week. Been in the 70s, been chilly at night. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, breaking ball, misses down and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. I was talking about Quinton Olson being the culinary chef of the year for the Rogues, sarcastically. Quinton's a great cook, had it. Ground beef and rice before the game. 3-1, fastball elevated, ball 4. Quinton Olson takes first. Not the inning you want to see from the start of Mason Christian. Lead off hit by pitch. Daniel Behrmann, Quinton Olson takes first. 2 on, nobody out. We are in the bottom of 3. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the DH man, Chance Flores. Reached on base at his first time by. The righty stands in for his second trip of the evening. Final game of this 2-game set between the 2 programs. Rogues welcoming the Cal State Peloteros for a 2-game set starting tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. First pitch, fastball, outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One out. Breaking ball misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Coaching the bases for the Rogues. At third base is the skipper, head coach Kevin Olmstead. Over at first base, Monty Spence. And Monty told me today's song of the day is Boston by Stella Lefty. Great country song. 2-0. Fastball fouled off. Right side, strike 1. Definitely on my playlist. When you're getting ready for the broadcast, that's a good song to listen to. If you want, it's an upbeat song. We might make that a thing with Monty Spence making it a song of the day. 2 balls, 1 strike. Christian glances at second base, fires the pitch. 2-1, and on the hands, fouls it off right side, and the count goes square. Chance Flores drew a walk in the first inning, got the first, but was left stranded. Climbs back in the batter's box. Runners at first and second. Behrmann at second base. Olson at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And he's hit by the pitch on the left elbow. Chance Flores loads the bases. 2 hit by pitches and a walk. And Mason Christian not having the best inning so far. And now the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette's going to call everybody in. All the umpires making the argument that Chance Flores turned into the pitch. So Chance Flores takes his base of honor at first base in the meantime. So if this stands, if hit by pitch stands, and he does take his base with honor after the conference between all the umpires. So Chance Flores loads the bases, and now head coach for the Lydo's Lab, Carson Lyden, former player for the Medford Rogues, talks with the home plate umpire Greg Jaquette talking about that Chance Flores might have turned into that pitch. Cordial conversation between the two, keeping the conversation going. Ethan Swenson waiting for the conversation to conclude. And now Carson Lydo not happy. And now he talks with the starting pitcher. Mason Christian has not been the start for him in this outing. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the second, but a hit by pitch during the Daniel Behrmann That bat. Walked by Quinton Olson and a hit by pitch by Chance Flores. And that is going to be it for the starter, Mason Christian. New pitcher coming in for the Lydo's Lab. Pitching change brought to you by this season and all tonight, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom half of inning number 3. 1-0 lead for the Rogues. More after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. We continue the home half of inning number 3 from Harry and David Field. A 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. Bases loaded, nobody out. Call to the bullpen for the first time on this Thursday evening. And the Lab turns to Finn Chambers. Finn was in the lineup yesterday for the Lab, and he takes over the reins from the starter, Mason Christian. This pitching change tonight and all season long. Brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Christian, 2 innings on the hill, 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he inherits bases loaded. 2 hit batsmen for the Rogues in this inning and a walk. Daniel Behrmann was hit by a pitch to get the lead off the home half of the third. Quinton Olson drew a walk. Chance Flores was hit by a pitch. And our guest will join us in the 4th inning. B.G. Gould will be joining us for the rest of the game. Here's Ethan Swenson, the first batter to face Finn Chambers on this beautiful Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Ethan Swenson, one of the newest members of the Medford Rogues, came in relief yesterday, gave a pair of singles, but struck out the side after that. And he gets to go to work now. Bases loaded. Rogues can definitely trade an out for a run to build some separation in game 2 of this final set against the Lydo's Lab. Finn Chambers, a 1.62 ERA for Ridgeview High School in Redmond. First pitch, breaking ball, upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Swenson today 0 for 1. Out of Central Washington University, the Arlington, Washington native. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch upcoming. Fastball misses outside at 2 balls, no strikes. So bases loaded. We are in the bottom of 3. Rogues going to try to capitalize on this opportunity. Rogues have had those moments this season of base loaded, but have not been able to follow through on that. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss, good slider. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that slider has been the pitch that has been enticing for the Rogues so far in this 2-game set. Saw a little bit of that from Carreri last night in relief. Future Oregon State Beaver, if the Cards hold out. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball fouls it off, and the count goes square. Anthony Thomas Jr. waits on deck for Medford. In a game where Every at-bat counts. Ethan Swenson trying to make the most of this opportunity at the dish. 2-2 to the righty. This is down and out with the breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a hit by pitch by Behrmann. A walk by Olson. Flores hit by a pitch. Swenson trying to walk in a run. Chambers looks at second base and Olson. 3-2. Chopper up the middle. Takes on a hop as Barry. Steps on the bag at second base. The throw to first. And the throw's in time. It's a 6-3 twin killing. But a run scores. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues in the home half of inning number 3. 1 on, 2 outs. Quinton Olson at third base. Rogues offensively trying to put more runs across. Anthony Thomas Jr. 0 for 1 so far this evening. Settles in on this pitcher-perfect Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Blue skies overhead. Clouds dotting the landscape. They're not cotton candy clouds. First offering home from Finn Chambers. Sets up on that first base side in the pitch. First pitch, fastball misses outside, a 1 ball, no strikes. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard once again, brought to you by Creamer Cabinets. It's a 4-2 lead for Healdsburg against Lincoln in the top half of inning number 6. Tied up at 1 between Solano and Humboldt. 1-0 misses inside, 2-2 between Solano and Humboldt. All tied up at 1 in the top of the second. Two balls, no strikes. Chambers sets and the pitch. 2-0. This is low. 3 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. Fastball finds the outer third. 3 balls, 1 strike. Anthony tonight popped down to the third baseman Wilmot in the first. Try to get aboard. Quinton Olson at third base. Rogues trying to get more than 2 runs across in this game. 3-1 pitch finds the outside corner for strike 2. Anthony Thomas Jr. chucked the bat to the third base dugout. And then Greg Jaquette said that's a strike. A very interesting zone so far, dictated by Greg Jaquette. It's been very stringent at times, been very open at times. Now Anthony Thomas Jr. climbs back in the batter's box. Think about the mental side of this. You throw the bat away, you think it's ball 4, you have to climb back in the box, and the count's full. 3-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Head coach Kevin Olmsted's not happy with the strike zone, and Kevin Olmsted is not happy. He is livid with the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette, and a warning has been given to head coach Kevin Olmsted, and it's a strikeout for Finn Chambers. 1 run across. No hits, no errors, 1 left rather. Quinton Olson left on at third base. PG Gold joins us for the 4th inning. It's getting spicy on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. 2-0 lead for the Rogues. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. top half of inning number 4 from Harry and David Field. Brian Witch back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. I said before we went to commercial was going to get spicy. Lorenzo Liu has been tossed out of the game as a member of the dugout. So Lorenzo Liu is not going to be a part of the game throughout the whole entire evening. And the Rogues called the bullpen for the first time this evening. Matty Ibrahim gets his warm-up tosses in. This pitching change tonight and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for the starter, Tristan Ainsworth. 3 innings on the hill, 3 hits, no runs, no errors, 2 strikeouts for him, and did not issue a walk. Matty Ibrahim gets his warm-up tosses in. The righty who sets up on that first base side of the rubber. The stats do not count for yesterday's game and today's game. Matty Ibrahim so far has an ERA of 0, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 7 innings pitched, and 6 appearances so far in 2026. So he faces 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order of the Lydo's lab. James Collier leads off the inning, followed by Carlin Crutcher and Grady Wilmot. And B.G. Gould, Medford legend, official scorer for the Medford Rogues, director of baseball operations, joins us for the rest of the inning. Beach has a pseudo night off. Beach, can you please explain why you have a pseudo night off yesterday and tonight?
Well, it's, like you said, these are exhibition games with the Lydo Labs, so I don't have to keep any stats, don't have to do any paperwork, and get ready for the next outing tomorrow night.
It's been a lot of fun. Batter is James Collier, 0 for 1 so far tonight. No balls and a strike from Matty Ibrahim. Strike 1 pitch, low roller foul down the first base side, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Collier, 0 for 1 so far tonight, struck out in the first. Has not reached on base yet. I know Matty's family's watching back home in Southern California. Matty works with that splitter pitch. It's been a lot of fun to see him grow as a player throughout the whole entire summer so far in 2026. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball, fouls it off to the screen. We'll do it again. And Matty, this summer, Beach, is growing a mustache.
Yeah, he is.
It's the mustache crew. Dylan Finelli, Chris Ortiz had a mustache. Yours truly had a mustache. Has a mustache. I'm not going to shave my mustache off. 0-2 pitch. Bouncing ball gets away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Think about this. Anthony Thomas Jr. is called out on strikes in at the bottom half of inning number 3. He knows the strike zone pretty well. Head coach Kevin Olmstead not happy about the strike zone dictated by Greg Jaquette. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the splitter. James Collier down on strikes. First batter Matty Ibrahim sees. He strikes him out. Good pitch right there, Beach.
Yeah, he looked great throwing the little slider and got him swinging.
Bases empty, 1 out. We are on the top of 4. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Lydo's lab, the catcher Carlin Crutcher. 0 for 1 so far this evening. 2-0 lead for the Rogues. B.G. Gould joined us for the next couple of innings. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. He has that splitter pitch, has the high heat. Matty Ibrahim, great conversation with him a couple of weeks ago at Ferment and Fire for one of the previous episodes of the podcast, Ferment and Fire, for Plank Talk rather. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, 1 strike. Beach, it is the 4th of July, a couple of days away. Are you a hot dog guy or a hamburger guy?
I'm a hot dog guy.
1 ball and a strike upcoming. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I tell you what, we're going to have one hellacious fireworks Saturday night.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Get your tickets at medfordroguesbaseball.simpletix.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Matty Ibrahim Jr. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Matty Ibrahim. Matty looking pretty good on the hill so far tonight, Beach.
He's looking outstanding.
2 up and 2 down in the top of 4. Here's the third baseman for the lab, Grady Wilmot. He's the third baseman. He's 1 for 1 so far this evening. First one for Matty Ibrahim. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the slider. Strike 1. You see that slider, the splitter by Matty. So the question is, Beach, you're a big hot dog guy. How many dog night is it going to be? Is it a 4-dog night?
Oh, I'm not going to.
Strike one pitch, swing and a miss on that
I'm
splitter.
not going to challenge the hot dog guy.
Joey
but-
Chestnut, you mean?
Yeah. I think it's maybe just a couple.
No balls and 2 strikes upcoming, and the pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's been a strike throughout the whole entire evening. Ibrahim sets back up on that first base side of the rubber, infield playing deep around the horn. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Lamont down on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Matty Ibrahim strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the home half of inning number 4. Right after this, due up for the Rogues, Max Shabasteri, Diego Grabiel, and Nolan Donovan. A very interesting game so far in the Rogue Valley. 2-0 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Home half of inning number 4 from Harry and David Field alongside with the Medford legend BG Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Medford leading 2-0 against the Lydo's Lab. Max Shabasteri leads off the inning, followed by Diego Grabiel and Nolan Donovan. 6-7-8-2 up for the Rogues. Rogues 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. Rogues gonna try to find a way to capitalize in this, kind of make a show of this on this Thursday evening. And speaking of a show, Beach, do you see what's going on at the football field? Beyond center and field? Hold it there. Go, Beach.
Yeah, there's a drum and bugle show that's been going on all afternoon.
It's kind of fun. You're doing the pregame. We're doing the pregame interview of Aiden Bowman, and you hear the trumpets and the drums. 1 ball, no strikes. Shabasteri did go around on the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shabasteri tonight, 0 for 1. Rogues so far this evening, plating runs in the first and in the 3rd inning. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball misses outside at 2 balls, 1 strike. Did you ever do band in high school, Beach?
Negative.
I was a trumpet player in high school, in middle school. 2 balls and a strike. Misses outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Beach, it is officially, the college baseball season is complete. Oklahoma national champions. Winners in Omaha. Now it's the summer ball scene. A lot of games going on around the nation. 3-1 pitch, ground ball to left side, takes a good stab at it as the third baseman Lamont. The throw to first base, and the throw is dug out in time by the first baseman Collier. Good play by the third baseman Lamont. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 4, 2-0 lead for the Rogues on this sunny Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Here's the center fielder Diego Grabiel, 0 for 1 so far. That's a good play by the first baseman Collier to dig that 1 out
Yeah,
at
it was
first
an
base.
excellent play, excellent.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday, Beach. Talked about a little bit today. These guys they're not going to go to college at the end of August. They got to go back to high school, and they're playing like this. Just think about where they're going to be at, well, The end of the bat, slow roller toward third. Can't make the play. It's a fair ball. And the third baseman, Lamont, can't make the play. Rounding first, digging for two is Diego Grabiel, and he gets to second base safely. It's a one-out stand-up double, and the Rogues have a base runner on again this evening.
And then I think they are going to go down to Arizona in the morning and play in a tournament.
And the boss man, Dave May, is in the building on this Thursday evening, first day back from Arizona. Always a pleasure having Dave May in the press box. Good to see him before the broadcast and also giving us a pat on the back. Been a fun evening so far. Rogues going to try to capitalize. Diego Grabiel at second base. Here's Nolan Donovan, the third baseman for Medford. 0 for 1 so far tonight. And it's just glacial blue skies overhead. Just a perfect evening for baseball. First pitch. Fastball misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. And think about that play right there, Beej, about that ball going, staying right of the line. Don't normally see that, but the baseball has a mind of its own every once in a while, right, Beej?
It definitely does.
1 ball and no strikes. Upcoming big lead for Diego Grabiel at second base. The 1-0 misses outside with the off-speed. 2 balls, no strikes.
And speaking of former Rogues, there's a young buckaroo that's doing a pretty good job in the Northwoods by name of Cam Sewell.
2-0, clips the outer third at 2 balls, 1 strike.
I believe he leads the Northwoods in home runs with 11, and I think he's been named to the All-Star team, and they're going to be playing at the Field of Dreams.
2-1, misses outside the breaking ball, 3 balls, 1 strike. If for our listeners who joined us last year, Cam Sewell played for the Humboldt Crabs, previously played for the Rogues, a guy who grew up here in the Medford area, playing in the Northwoods League this summer.
And he is the owner of the best batting average for the Rogues at like .425.
Do you think that'll ever be broken, Beej?
I don't think so.
And now time taken. Nolan Donovan gets back in the box once again, 3 balls and a strike. So if they build it, they will come, right? To Iowa.
And I even asked if he was going to have a chance to go through the Ivy, and he says, I might.
You mean the cornstalks?
Oh, yeah.
Going through?
Oh, yeah.
So base runners on at first and second. Walk worked by Nolan Donovan. 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 4. B.G. Giljoy. Next, there's the second baseman for Medford, Bo Blake. 2-0 lead for Medford. Final game of this 2-game set against the Lydo's Lab. Always a great movie. But, Beej, the question is, top 3 baseball movies. And you named one of them.
Yeah.
First pitch, chopper to the right side, takes it on a hop as Thomas wants to throw to first base, and he does indeed.
I would say the number 1 is The Natural.
Ah, okay. I don't think I've seen The Natural.
That's not bad.
I mean, the rookie's a pretty good one. Pitching coach for the Lydo's Lab heading out to talk with the reliever Finn Chambers. Runners at second and third. Second baseman Thomas was thinking of going over to second base to throw it over, but decided to go over to first base. So runners at second and third brings the top of the order guy, Daniel Behrmann, at the dish, and the pitching staff knows exactly what to expect.
And then you got the Natural, the Field of Dreams, and
you're not going to rank Bull Durham in that?
Bull Durham's okay.
You mean you're not a big fan of Crash Davis?
A little bit.
This Pause the Action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. The Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning coming up in a little bit. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Daniel Behrmann has reached on base the last 2 at-bats. First pitch, breaking ball, clips the inside corner, strike 1. Daniel Behrmann drew a walk in the first, came around and scored. Behind, no balls and a strike. And the pitch. 0-1, flares it out. Center field on the run is leaners to center fielder. That drops down for a hit. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single for Daniel Behrmann. Just flared it out to center field, found a way to capitalize, and the Rogues lead 4-0 against the Lydo's Lab. So a 2-run single from Daniel Behrmann makes it a 4-0 lead for the Rogues. Complete 180 to what we saw in yesterday's affair. Here's Quinton Olson, the left fielder for the Rogues. 4-0 lead for Medford. We are on the bottom of 4. First offering. First pitch, flares it out right to the second baseman, Thomas, and he makes the leaping grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs come across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Daniel Behrmann left on at first base. He recorded a 2-run single, and we have played 4 in the Rogue Valley. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. We come right back after this awesome pool guy 5th inning. BG Gold stays with us on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. That means it is the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. The 5th inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. You need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. BG Gold, Brian Wutch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues going to try to capitalize and, more importantly, find ways to slow down this offense of the Lydo's Labs. Complete 180 to what we saw yesterday. Matty Ibrahim gets his 2nd inning on the hill, striking out the side. And BG Gold, I guess, a difference a day makes, right?
Oh, definitely. It's always tough to, come back after a loss that in a game they knew they should have won, but they are doing a fine job tonight.
6-7-8-2 up for the Lab. Gino Humphrey leads off the inning, followed by Kevin Carreri and Luke Lucas. First pitch, a slider, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Ibrahim sets, and the pitch. Fastball lifted in the air, foul down the first base side. Quickly in the hole, no balls, and 2 strikes. And we are talking about some of the best baseball movies of all time. BG Gold said The Natural, Field of Dreams. And what was the other one, BG? 0-2 home. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. 4 straight retirements for Matty Ibrahim Jr. via the K. Matty Ibrahim Jr. mowing down Lab batters this evening.
I would say League of Its Own.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Good soundtrack. I know that's one of my mother's favorite movies.
Yes.
And that's kind of the compromise if you want to watch a sports movie. You have to have League of Its Own on. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's Kevin Carreri, 0 for 1 so far tonight. First pitch. Finds the outside corner, strike 1. That slider and that sweep, that splitter has been looking really good for Matty Ibrahim so far this evening. And you know what, for me, Beach, you talked about your top 3. No balls and a strike. Heads down in the air, left center field, going to his right as Diego Grabiel makes the one-hand grab in the shade, and Carreri flies out for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down on the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Here's the 8-hitter, Luke Lucas, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Rogues so far have retired the last 6 batters in a row 4 of them via the K, all because 4 of them from Matty Ibrahim Jr. 4-0 Rogues. We are on the top of 5. The rookie's a good one at Dennis Quaid. That's a very good one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
First pitch, fastball finds the inside corner, strike one. The movie set at the town is very similar to my hometown in California. A lot of oil in California, but the movie was set in Texas. But a lot of similarities to the movie in my hometown. No balls and a strike. Splitter, swing and a miss. Did actually check swing, did go around on his Chris McKee. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is Lucas. Surprised he didn't bring up the movie that was filmed here, Beach.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A
definite Easter egg for the next inning. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Luke Lucas down on strikes. 5th punch out for Matty Ibrahim Jr. on this Thursday evening. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3 go to Lydo's lab. We head to the home half, inning number 5 right after this. Chance Flores, Ethan Swenson, and Anthony Thomas Jr. due up for the Rogues. 4-0 lead for Medford. More after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Home half of inning number 5 from Harry and David Field. A 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. Alongside with Medford legend B.G. Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It is all Medford on this Thursday evening. Chance Flores leads off the inning, followed by Ethan Swenson and Anthony Thomas Jr. And the Rogues offensively, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Lab, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. First pitch, off speed, misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. And B.G. Gould joins us once again on the Rogues Streaming Network. Our good friend Joey Kieran's listening this evening. Voice of the Roseburg Athletics. He went to Roseburg High School way back in the day. 1-0, breaking ball, clips the top third at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, I didn't exactly go to the high school. I grew up in Roseburg, and I was at a couple grade schools, and one grade school is now
1-1, hits that in the air, right field.
Fremont Junior High.
Carrera goes to his left. The right fielder loses the hat, but he makes the grab for out number 1. Flores flies out to right field for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 5. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab.
So I've been to I've always known as Legion Field.
Champion Car Wash.
Car Wash now, but I was the bat boy for the Legion team in 58, 59.
Long time ago, first pitch to the righty. Ethan Swenson, breaking ball, misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Swenson today, 0 for 2, half the dish. Trying to get aboard. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Lab. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, elevated. 2 balls, no strikes. In previous innings, we've talked about the best baseball movies. think about this. We talked about, but Beej, you and I didn't get a chance to talk about the movie that was actually filmed here at Harry and David.
Yes.
Hits that in the air, sky high, left center field, drifting back as Leanders, the center fielder, drifts to his right, makes the one-hand grab for out number 2. Swenson takes it for a ride into left center, but Leanders covered a lot of ground in the outfield, secures it for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down in the bottom of 5. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. And Anthony Thomas Jr. also 0 for 2 so far this evening goes to work. Beach, what is that movie that was filmed here at Harry and David Field?
It's called Calvin Marshall. It's a baseball movie that was filmed minus probably 4/5 of the stands here. And Bill Rao, former Rogues head coach, was instrumental in getting it made here. And I know, Brian, you're going to be having Bill on, a couple games later in the season, and he was very instrumental in getting a movie made here for I believe, for Disney. And another close friend of mine, Darwin Barney, who went on to play at Oregon State and then in the majors, was in that movie.
I gotta watch that movie and see the field when it was in the infant stages of Harry and David
Holy
Field.
Cow.
As you say, there was a bunch of rock piles at the field. 1 ball and a strike after the conference between the 2 battery mates between Chambers and Crutcher. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Anthony Thomas Jr. today popped out to the third baseman Lamont in the first, struck out in the third. Had 2 balls and a strike as Anthony from Fallbrook, California, the king of avocados. 2-1, breaking ball, misses outside at 3 balls, 1 strike. Fallbrook, California grows a lot of avocados in Southern California. We found that out during episode 10 of Plank Talk, the official podcast of the Rogues from the Foodery in Phoenix. 3-1, tomahawks it foul down the first base side out of play, and the count fills. So you got Bull Durham for one of my top 3. That's a great movie. You got Field of Dreams, another great Kevin Costner movie. The third one, I got to think, maybe 3-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Anthony Thomas Jr. walks back to the dugout. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lab defensively. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We have played 5 in the Rogue Valley. That wraps up the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. We've played 5, 4-0 lead for the Rogues. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 4, Lydo's Lab, nothing. Top half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field alongside the Medford legend B.G. Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Rogues called the bullpen once again on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Rogues turn to Tyler Wilson in relief of Matty Ibrahim in this pitching chain tonight and all season long. Brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Matty Ibrahim, 2 innings on the hill. No hits, no runs, no errors, no walks, and 5 punch-outs for Matty Ibrahim. Tyler Wilson, or T. Willie as his teammates call him, gets his warm-up tosses in. The 5'10", 155-pound righty from Southwest Tennessee Community College. The Murfreesboro, Tennessee native, the righty getting his warm-up tosses in as we speak. Rogues has retired the last 7 lab batters in a row. And the Rogues defensively looking pretty good with a strike zone that's been very interesting so far throughout the whole entire evening. And it is a new catcher. Logan Macy takes over the catching duties. And the first batter Tyler Wilson sees is the 9-hole hitter, Cam Thomas. So it's Thomas followed by the top of the order guy, Brady Berry, and Kai Linders. 4-0 lead for the Rogues. BG Gould stays with us. And I know that we get a Cam Sewell update. Do we have a Cam Sewell update tonight?
Yes. Unfortunately, they won, but he went 0 for 4 tonight.
First offering home for Tyler Wilson. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike one.
He's hitting 292 on the season.
Think about this, Beach. Last year he played for the enemy. He played for the Humboldt Crabs, won the Player of the Year in the PEL, rightly so, because he was the best player in a very good league last year. Ground ball, slow roller towards first, gobbled up by Ethan Swenson, and he steps on the square in time for out number 1. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order to Brady Berry. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. And it was a very weird series. Not weird, but it because Cam played for the Rogues, and now he was wearing a Crabs jersey, so the Rogues had to see him 6 times and found a way to make the Rogues' life very miserable at the dish, as Cam Sewell does.
Oh, yeah. And he's actually going to go to the University of Portland next year to
first pitch swinging, hits that in the air, sky high, right center field. On the run is Diego Grabiel, but Max Jabasteri saying, "Hey, I got it, my friend." Makes the grab for out number 2.
Join 2 other Rogues, Cody Nidowitz and Travis Osborne. So,
well, Troy. Troy's always been a lot of fun. Former Rogue as well. Cody Nidowitz was a Rogue way back in the day. 2 up and 2 down in the inning. Here's Kai Linders, 0 for 2 so far tonight. And speaking of Cody, playing for Portland this week.
The Portland Pickles.
First pitch, fouls it off on the foot,
playing at
strike
Goss
1.
Stadium.
Against the Corvallis Knights. That's always been a fun rivalry between the Pickles and the Knights, dating back to the last couple of years. Kai Linders, the batter, flied out to right field in the first, ground out to the first baseman Swenson in the third. Infield is playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. It's a 4-0 lead for Medford. Final game of this 2-game set. And Beej, we're talking about favorite baseball movies. Bull Durham's one of my favorites. And I'm a big Kevin Costner guy for baseball. Field of Dreams, but also Billy Chapel, The Perfect Game.
Yeah.
Perfect Game movie. Strike 1 pitch. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But like I said, and I had an opportunity to go with some friends back to North Carolina, and we were eating at a restaurant right across from Durham Stadium. So I didn't get into the stadium, but I got to look at it, was the outside. Very impressive.
Think about this. The stadium where they filmed it at is in a residential area in North Carolina now. Pitch up coming from Tyler Wilson. Fastball misses inside. Scoreboard reads 2 balls and a strike. But the new home of the Durham Bulls is in downtown Charlotte, I believe. That's where they host the ACC baseball tournament as well. Nolan Donovan playing off the bag at third. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive, hooking foul down the first base side. It goes out of play. The count goes square. So Bull Durham's a good one. And think about this. In the Perfect Game movie, the character was Billy Chapel. And last year there was a player named Bronson Chapel Had to use,
Yes.
had to use the favorite call from Vince Scully way back in the day on the movie. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, bounces off Ethan Swenson. He recovers it well and makes the play for out number 3. 3 unassisted for the third and final out of the inning. It's another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. It is 10 straight retirements by this Rogues pitching staff, and defensively we head to the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this. Max Shabasteri, Diego Grabiel, and Nolan Donovan due up for the Rogues. Medford leading on this Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. BG Gould has a thought. We'll get that thought when we come right back after this on Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Bottom half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field, all Medford on this beautiful Thursday evening at the ballpark. Shadows starting to take shape at Harry and David Field alongside of BG Gould, the Medford legend. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And Max Shabasteri leads off the inning, followed by Diego Grabiel and Nolan Donovan. First offering from Finn Chambers, breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Beej, you and I were talking about this off air during the commercial break about we got to get some couple of A's stories because you were the official scorer for the A's.
For 14 years, went on every road trip with them, and it was, if I had wrote a book, I know what the title was going to be. 76 nights of fun-filled free entertainment.
Well, you get a lot of entertainment here at Harry and David Field. 0-2 pitch. Tomahawks at foul left side. No balls and 2 strikes.
But
still,
I said, one year, my favorite ballpark is Everett Memorial Stadium. And they had a announcer, and he still...
Bouncing ball, left field, a base hit for Max Shabasteri, leadoff single for Max.
And his name is Tom Lafferty, and I did talk to him a couple of years ago to talk about memories. And we had a radio guy that came with us, and, pre-game he would introduce, members of the Medford A's, broadcast crew, okay? And about the...
First pitch, line drive, hooking foul, right side, Diego Grabiel, the batter, 1 on, and nobody out in the bottom of the 6th.
And about the 3rd or 4th inning, he would acknowledge me to the crowd. And first night, I could be the mayor of Medford, and everybody's going, God, the mayor's here? And then so every night after the game, I get on the bus, go back to the hotel, and the guy's going, the mayor? And I said, guys, it'll get better, okay?
1 ball and a strike, swing and a miss, strike 2, runner goes. Shabasteri over to second base, and the tag is not applied in time. Stolen base for the Rogues.
And about the second or third night, I'm the senator from the state of Oregon, okay? So I goes, guys, it's going to get better, okay?
Wait, there's more?
Oh, yeah. The final night of the 5-game series
1-2, misses low.
All of a
Count goes
sudden,
square.
we'd like to honor the governor of the state of Oregon. And everybody's looking in the stands, and I'm up in the press box. And the fans going, the governor of the state of Oregon's here?
2-2, swing and a miss on the slider. Grabio down on strikes. Second time he struck out tonight.
So that's my favorite ballpark I went to is the Everett Memorial Stadium. And
is that stadium still there?
Yeah, I think, matter of fact, I think Everett Community College plays there. But anyway, and then there was I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but we had two pitchers on the A's organization.
Time taken by the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette. Nolan Donovan, the batter, 1 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 6, 4-0 lead for the Rogues.
We had
Gould telling us stories.
Yeah, we had two pitchers on the ball club on our pitching staff, and yes, it is true. Abbott and Costello.
First pitch.
Last names were Abbott and Costello. I believe it was Todd Abbott and Lou Costello, two right-handers. And it was fun going to the ballpark and guys going, you got Abbott and Costello on the squad? And it was fun experience being with the Oakland A's organization for 14 years.
No balls and 2 strikes now. Nolan Donovan, the batter, reached on base in his last AB. Runner at second base, it's Max Schaubsteuring. Conversation between the battery mates.
But we did have the, in my opinion, the best clubhouse in the Northwest League that was built the last 3 or 4 years for the A's organization. And I wish, unfortunately Miles Field was torn down in 2000, but I wish they could have literally put the whole cement dressing room and moved it over here because it had 3 rows of lockers.
Chopper left side takes it as Barry, the shortstop. The throw to first base in time for out number 2.
And 3 rows of lockers, players lounge that was out of the sight.
Runner at third base, that is Max Schaubsteuring. 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 6, 4-0 lead for the Rogues. B.G. Gould telling us stories from way back in the day with the Medford A's. And Bo Blake settles in for his 3rd trip of the night, 0 for 2 so far. 4-0 lead for the Rogues. Final game of this 2-game set against the Lydo's Lab. First pitch, breaking ball. Finds the misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. So you had Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello on the squad. And then, and I think I shared this story, on a podcast, time that we had the number 1 high school pitcher in the United States, Todd Van Poppel. And
this is downstairs, ball 3.
We played, like I said, it's Miles Field. We had ESPN, CNN, everybody showed up for Todd Van Poppel's home debut, and he was only with us for like 3 weeks.
2-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 4. And Bo Blake takes first. 2 out base runner on for the Rogues. Runners at the corners.
And
so what happened after that, Beach?
Well, they wanted me to call this number in Arlington, Texas, to give him a update report on Todd's performance.
Okay.
Not knowing that my report was piped over Texas Arlington Stadium for the Texas Rangers organization.
First pitch swinging in the air for Daniel Behrmann in the air. Left field tracking it down as Humphrey, the left fielder, makes the grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, but the Rogues leave a pair on at the corners. Max Schaubsteuring left on at third base. Bo Blake left on at first. We have played 6 in the Rogue Valley. B, do you have a couple more stories for us?
I think so.
All Medford on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Top half of inning number 7 from Harry and David Field. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo Lab. Alongside with BG Gould, my name is Brian Woach. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's been a lot of fun listening to the stories from way back in the day with the Medford days, and also a lot of stories about Harry and David Field. And the Rogues right now have been playing some good baseball so far.
Great baseball.
Tyler Wilson gets his second inning on the hill, and you think about what the Rogues have done so far. 10 straight retirements in a row. First pitch finds the inside corner, strike one. James Collier is the batter. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Lydo's Lab. James Collier leads off the inning, followed by Colin Crutcher and Grady Lamont. Strike one pitch upcoming. Breaking ball, hits that in the air. Right field, charging in is Max Shapasteri on the run, makes the one-hand grab for out number 1.
And like I said, we were talking about the PA announcer, Tom Lafferty, up at but he had the greatest opening, saying.
It never rains at Autzen Stadium?
No. He says, the gates to Everett Memorial Stadium are now open. Every day is Mardi Gras, and every fan is king.
Base is empty, 1 out. Here's Colin Crutcher. First pitch swinging by him in the air. Center field drifting back is Diego Grabiel. And he makes the one-hand grab in the shade for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down in the frame. Base is empty, 2 outs. We are on the top of 7. Here's third baseman Grady Lamont. 1 for 2 so far tonight. BG Gould, the Medford legend, and he talked about that, or should I say the mayor of Medford, the governor of Oregon, joining us on the Rogues Streaming Network. It is a couple of days before the 4th of July, and the fireworks are going to be a lot of fun. Get your tickets at medfordroguesbaseball.simpletix.com. First offering to the lefty. Breaking ball, clips the inside corner, strike 1.
I'll be back in about 2 seconds. Turn the lights on the ballpark.
Beej, you got to do that. You need to turn the lights on here at Harry and David Field. And the Rogues have been able to shut the lights off on the Lydo's Lab offense so far this evening. Strike 1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Grady Lamont singled in the second. Got the third base, was left-stranded there. Struck out in the 4th inning. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is the lefty Lamont. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch upcoming from Tyler Wilson. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Beautiful pitching by Tyler Wilson. Rogues have struck out, and they found a way to retire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 batters, 13 batters in a row in this game so far tonight. First strikeout victim for Tyler Wilson. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the home half of inning number 7 right after this. Due up for the Rogues, Quinton Olson, Chance Flores, and Ethan Swenson. But before we throw it to the bottom half of inning number 7, let's send it down to public address announcer Greg Roberts for the playing of the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. By the me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it's rip for the road. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right, look under your seat, see if you were selected as the winner for a free appetizer, courtesy of Chadwick Sports Bar and Grill. And if you did win it, try the deep fried pickle.
I got one more.
You know you make me wanna keep my hands up and down. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Come on now, don't forget to say you real. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, baby. Come on,
A time-honored tradition at Harry and David Field, the playing of shout after the 7th inning stretch. Rogues are shouting pretty well so far on this Thursday evening. New pitcher on the hill for the Lydo Lab. Kellen Bowman gets his warm-up tosses in. He gets ready to face the 2, 3, and 4 batters of the Rogues. Quinton Olson leads off the inning, followed by Chance Flores and Ethan Swenson. First pitch from the righty. First pitch fouled off. Left side, strike 1. Alongside with the legend, BG Gould, my name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on this beautiful Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lights are turned on, courtesy of BG Gould, the governor of Oregon. Strike 1 pitch, fastball upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. That should be used at your birthday party in August Beach. Scott Spiegelberg should say the governor of Oregon is in the house. Kellen Bowman, the new pitcher, the righty out of South Salem High School, and he'll be going to play baseball for the University of Portland after his high school career is done. 1-2 pitch, 1-1 rather, fouled off. Left side, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowman this season, 2.83 ERA for South Salem, the Saxon, the class of 2027. 4 wins, 2 losses, 8 appearances. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, check swing did go around on it, the third base umpire Rick Landis says. Quinton Olson down on strikes, the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 7, 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. Here's the DH man, Chance Flores. His 4th at-bat of the evening so far, has reached on base twice. Guy who was just recently engaged in the month of May. You know, his fiance and family listening back home in Vancouver, Washington. First pitch, misses up and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Beej, we've heard a lot of great stories tonight. And you said there's another great story in the BG Gould vault.
And it involves Eric Burns.
1-0 pitch.
Who later on played a great career with the Oakland A's.
Okay.
Eric was a member of the A's here in Medford for a few months. And like
turns away from it.
Everybody's dream is to go up the ladder in the organization from short season, which was Medford, to long season, which was at that time Modesto and Visalia.
2-1.
And
fastball
so
misses outside.
He was Eric had his mom and dad and grandparents all come to Medford for the weekend and to watch him play. And so
3-1, fouled off, right side, strike 2.
Unbeknownst to Eric, he was going to get promoted. And so we called Eric into the manager's office after the game and said, good news, Eric, you're being called up to the long A team.
Strikeout and Chance Flores down on strikes.
We're sending you to Visalia, California.
I know exactly where Visalia is. That's 45 minutes away from my home, dude.
And so anyway, so after the game, Eric, says, thanks, appreciate it. And so after the game, now he's got to tell Mom and his relatives that he is playing his last game here at Miles Field for the A's, because he's going to get moved up to Visalia, California, in the Long A Club. And Mom sheepishly goes, why Visalia? Because they said, if you've been to Visalia, it's not the social capital of the state.
Ball and a strike.
So
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
So it's kind of, Mom, I'm getting called up to Visalia. And Mom, instead of saying, congratulations, son, that's great, but why Visalia?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls off the breaking ball.
Ooh.
Slow roller. That's foul, says home plate umpire Greg Jaquette. Everybody thought that was a live ball. Do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quickly look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. It's in the bottom of the 9th, all tied up at 4 between Lincoln and Healdsburg.
Ooh.
It's a 6-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats against the Humboldt Crabs at the Arcata Ballpark. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And then I got another quick story about Boonsey. We'll leave Medford at midnight for the 9-10 hour bus trip to Boise, Idaho.
1-2. Breaking ball misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Naturally, we get to the Holiday Inn in Boise, way before check-in. And so now we're going to lay around the lobby of the hotel waiting for
2-2. Pops up in the air.
To get ready.
Right field Carreri, the right fielder on the run, loses the hat. That lands in the bullpen.
And
we'll do it again.
And so what Boonsey does, he sets up, he gets, the plastic cups from the coffee register and sets up miniature golf course in the lobby of the hotel. And we had a little indoor golf tournament. That's Boonsey.
How did you do in that golf tournament, Beach?
I did not play.
2 balls and 2 strikes upcoming. Fastball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Swenson down on strikes, and the reliever Kellen Bowman strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 7 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 4, Lydo's Lab nothing. Beach has a couple more stories for us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Medford leading 4-0 against the Lydo's Labs. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Doing Raffinelli dancing to YMCA. The dance master having so much fun at the ballpark. It's been a fun one so far. Scoreboard reads well for the Rogues. 4-0 Medford against the Lydo Lab. Alongside with the Medford legend, or should I say the governor of Oregon, BG Gold. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Medford calls the bullpen once again on this Thursday evening. They send in the two-way player from Anthem, Arizona, Will Salihir. This pitching change tonight and all season long. Brought to you by KTVL 10. From the Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And the first batter he sees is Gino Humphrey, 6'7", due up for the Lab. Gino Humphrey leads off the inning, followed by Kevin Carini and Luke Lucas. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. And it's been fun to listen to stories from way back in the day with the Medford days when they were the minor league team in town. If you ever go to Medford, you might get a chance to see Old Miles Field. It's not there anymore, but if you go to the Walmart, first pitch swinging, that's going to drop down for a hit into left field. Gino Humphrey with a leadoff single to begin the inning. So you go to Walmart, that is where the Old Miles Field is at.
Yeah, and actually the main entrance, I believe, there's a plaque on the sidewalk. That's where the home plate was.
One on, nobody out. Here's Kevin Carery, the right fielder, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Carery was pretty good last night. That slider, first pitch fastball, fouled off. Left side, strike one.
And I do have one other story involves trip to Boise, Idaho.
A lot of trips to Boise in the Northwest League from way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
No balls, one strike, and the pitch from Will Salihir. Slider misses outside of 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boise was hosting like a fair, carnival type atmosphere, and
throws the back to first, gets back to the bag of a head first slide as the first base runner Humphrey.
So I'm sitting in the stands, keeping this scorebook, and this lady comes up and says,
1-1.
She asked me, how'd you get here? I said, well, she asked, did you come on a bus? And I said, kinda. And she said, did you come with some friends? Yeah. And it was a survey.
1-2. Slider misses down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So she starts asking me all kinds of questions about how did you get here and who'd you come with, and why are you coming to the game tonight? And I said, well, before you ask me,
2-2. Slider bounces away from Logan Macy, throws it over to second base, and the ball escapes into center field. Good recovery by Bo Blake. Humphrey still second base.
I said, before you ask me, I do have a twist to this answers. I'm the official scorer for the club, so I did come with the club.
The stories in the Northwest League.
Oh, yeah.
3 balls and 2 strikes upcoming.
And then
and the pitch. 3-2, fouled off. Left side will do it again.
That one's just a bit foul.
So you were asking about, they were doing the survey in Boise. Bellingham is the first place you saw Ken Griffey Jr. play?
Yeah. Bellingham, Joe Martin Stadium.
Home of the Bellingham Bells.
Yes.
3-2. Hits that softly in the air, and that trails foul out of play down the left field line. And that's been the All-Star Game host site for the West Coast League for the last couple of years. Perfect facility right off the 5 in Bellingham. Just perfect.
We dressed in the football stadium at the football stadium for Western Washington.
Okay.
And that is a long walk.
Payoff pitch upcoming. Runner at second base. That's Humphrey. Salihir glances, works on that third base side of the rubber. And the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside of ball 4. Carery takes first. Puts runners at first and second. First walk issued by the Rogues in a very long time since. It's actually the first walk issued tonight. So 2 on, nobody out. New batter in for the Lydo Lab. It's Chase Calling, who was the catcher yesterday in the affair. So Chase Calling is in the DH role tonight, replacing Luke Lucas, who went 0 for 2. So a new batter in for the Lab. 4-0 lead for the Rogues against the Lydo's Lab. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Beach in his natural habitat, all the way across the press box. Cal State Peloteros come to town, take on the Rogues. First of a 2-game set. There will not be a game on Sunday, but we have a game tomorrow and a game on the 4th of July. BG Gould's going to probably have a couple of hot dogs. He's not going to challenge Joey Chestnut on the 4th of July, but yeah, I mean, this is going to, getting back to the hot dogs before we get back to the Northwest League, are we putting ketchup on these hot dogs? First pitch, misses outside, ball 1.
Little ketchup.
Little ketchup, not any relish?
No, that's a possibility.
The spice is life, right, Beach?
That's right.
1 ball and no strikes. Runner is at first and second for the Lab. Salihir sets up on that third base side and the pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
And later, also in Boise that weekend, the Oakland A's traded Jose Canseco to another organization, along with
it's that in the air, foul to the right side. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Along with a couple minor leaguers. So I got wind of it up in the press box, and so I go down to Skip. Guys, we just traded Jose Canseco and 2 minor leaguers. And the guy's going, am I one of them?
2-1 left side. Daniel Behrmann charges in at short. The throw to first base, and the throw's in time. 6-3 on the ground out.
So they all kind of looked at me going, am I one of them? I said, I'm not sure.
That's a crucial play there, Beej. We'll get back to that story. Daniel Behrmann had a charge in at short, made the play, got the out.
He's played very well this year from Cal State Northridge.
One of Nate Esposito's boys.
Yes, who Nate coached here along with his dad, Pat, for a couple months.
So runners at second and third, 1 out. We are on the top of 8. BG Gould joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Ground ball, the roller toward third, gobbled up by Nolan Donovan at short, the third base, a throw to first in time. RBI ground down off the bat of Cam Thomas, drives in a run. It's a 4-1 lead for the Rogues. Good play there by Nolan Donovan to snap that. Got a good play, threw it over to first base. And now 2 outs and a runner at second base. We're on the top of 8, 4-1 lead for the Rogues. Here is the righty, Brady Berry. You know Brady and the Berry family well.
Oh, very well. He's an excellent football player, too, for Willamette.
First pitch, swing and a miss on the slider, strike 1.
The whole Berry clan, from uncles to cousins to brothers and sisters, are very familiar with Medford athletics.
Rounded out, the third baseman Donovan, the first, singled in the third. Flied out to the right fielder, Max Shabasteri, strike 1 pitch. Line drive, back up the middle, return to sender, rounding third, racing towards home is Kaveri, and the relay throw is not going to be tracked down. Rounding second, might dig for 3 is Brady Berry, gets to third base. It's an RBI triple, makes it a 2-run game in the 8th. So just now, the Lab making it interesting. It was bobbled by the center fielder Diego Grabiel.
I think it might have been a base hit, and I think he let it get past him for an error. So
let's see if the official scorekeeper gets that. So a runner at third base, 2 outs. Here's Kai Linders. First offering. Slider misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Jose Canseco gets traded with a couple of minor leaguers. You guys where were you guys at on the road?
We were in Boise.
Okay.
And
1 ball, no strikes.
Like I said,
bouncy ball gets away from and the catcher Logan Macy, and scoring from third is Brady Berry, and the Lab has made it a game. 4-3 Medford, a 3-spot put up in the 8th.
And so that was fun, trying to tell guys that don't know yet, just wait till all the paperwork comes.
Two balls and no strikes. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark on this Thursday evening. Salihir sets up on that third base side of the rubber. His parents are here and his siblings are here. 2-0 pitch.
Oh, yes.
Swing and a miss. Strike one on the slider. And aren't you having lunch with Will Salihir's parents and siblings tomorrow?
Breakfast tomorrow morning.
The Parkside Cafe.
Parkside Cafe.
If you are in Medford and you track down BG Gold, you have to go to the Parkside Cafe in the morning. If it's in the afternoon, got to go to the Robin.
The Robin.
Red Robin. What are you gonna get at Parkside tomorrow, Beach?
Oh, I don't know. Probably just the traditional ham and eggs.
And the coffee's always been free because you've been going there for 42
yes.
years, right?
Yeah.
Beach? 2 balls and a strike. Slider again misses down and out. 3 balls, 1 strike. Leanders today 0 for 3 at the dish. Flied out to the right fielder Shabasteri in the first. Grounded out to the first baseman Swenson in the third. And grounded out to him again in the 6th. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count fills. A 3-spot put up in this inning. 3 runs on 2 hits. Salihir sets, waits, and fires a pitch. Slider misses down and out, ball 4. Kai Linders takes first. 2-out walk for the Lab. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 8. BG Gold joining us tonight on the Rogues Tristan Network. BG will be back to scoring the game tomorrow for the stats. The stats that are always helpful when we talk about the Rogues throughout the whole entire broadcast. Logan Macy heads out to talk with Will Salihir. This pause the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. It is in extra innings in Healdsburg. It's a 5-4 lead for Lincoln. So if Lincoln holds on to win, Lincoln will go 7-4. Healdsburg will go 8-2. And now Nick Berger, pitching coach of the Rogues, talks with Will Salihir and Logan Macy. This is a conversation between the battery mates and the pitching coach. 3 runs across in this inning and a 2-out base runner at first base. James Collier, the batter, 0 for 3 so far tonight. Alongside of BG Gould, my name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And just about ready for the 4th of July. BG Gould's going to have his hot dogs, have a couple of hot dogs at the ballpark. And the conversation about to be broken up by the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette, on this Thursday evening. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. It is a perfect sunset brewing off to the west. And it's just been that type of evening. Rogues had a 4-0 lead heading into the 8th inning, gave the ball to Will Salihir, gave up 3 runs already in this inning. Rogues going to try to put a Band-Aid on this frame and try to get a couple of runs across in the home half inning number 8. And now Nick Berger going to talk with the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette, and now gets a piece of something that was given to him. I don't even know what that was, so minute. He gives it to his son, Jace. Jace Berger back in the dugout. He was on vacation for the last week.
Oh,
throws it over
yes.
to first base,
Got
and
him.
the tag is in time. Will Salihir picks off Leanders at first base, and that's how you close the book on the 8th inning. 3 runs come across on 2 hits, no errors, and we go to the home half inning number 8 right after this. Due up for the Rogues, Anthony Thomas Jr., Max Shabasteri, Diego Grabiel. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. 1-run game, 4-3 Medford to keep it here on the Rogues Streaming Network. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. The Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We got a ball game in the home half of inning number 8. BG Gould, Brian Woods with you in the Rogues Streaming Network. Medford 4, Lydo's lap 3. Rogues looking to put some insurance on the lab in the late going of this one. Final game of this 2-game set. Rogues have not scored since the 4th inning, and BG Gould going to try to provide a little bit of that offensive fortitude on this Thursday evening in the Rogue Valley. And Logan Macy takes over in the 5 spot, replacing Anthony Thomas Jr. Macy handling the catching duties. Anthony Thomas Jr. going 0 for 3 tonight at the dish, facing Kellen Bowman for the first time. First pitch, breaking ball, finds top third, strike 1. Logan Macy was in the lineup yesterday wearing those bright neon gloves. Macy yesterday was reached on base in the first. Strike 1 pitch, dots the outside corner rather, no balls, 2 strikes. So it's Macy followed by Max Shabasteri and Diego Grabiel. Infield playing deep for the Lydo's lab. BG Gould, always a great story. Will Salihir's family in attendance. 0-2 hits that in the air. Right field. Carreri tracks it down in right field. Loses the hat. Makes the one-hand grab for out number 1.
Yeah, it's always great to meet the parents of these athletes when they spend the summer. And the first parent, I've got to meet this year was Warren and Lisa Salihir from Scottsdale, Arizona, and great family and great athlete in Will. And then this last road trip, or this last series, Will's sister Lucy and brother Eddie made the road trip up from Scottsdale, Arizona, and they're both athletes at Boulder Creek High School. And I had an opportunity a few years ago with South Medford Baseball to spend 3 or 4 games at Boulder Creek High School with the old high school coach Joe McDonald, who's now the head baseball coach at Arizona Christian. Okay, and I tell you what, that Boulder Creek High School is unbelievable.
Great facilities in Arizona, right?
Oh,
Beach?
yes, definitely.
1-2, swing and a miss on the curveball. Shabasteri down on strikes, 2 for 2 down the inning.
Whole Salihir family, and like I said, I've got, I send all the stats to Mom and Dad on how Will has done this year, and I found out he's got 1 more year at Scottsdale, so he's on my radar.
Bases empty, 2 outs. Here's Diego Grabiel. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. And speaking of family, Beach, Diego's family's in attendance.
Oh, yeah.
For the whole entire week, and his grandparents made the team cookies.
Oh, yes.
Today.
I remember. Today. All right.
Misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's the second grandmother and grandparent duo to make cookies for the team. It was Caleb Randolph's grandmother who made cookies earlier in the season. Ball and a strike. Fastball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Diego Grabiel, the batter, 1 for 3 so far this evening. Only hit tonight was a double back in the 4th. Came around and scored. Struck out a pair of times in the 2nd and in the 6th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch. Leans out of the way. Buzzes the tower is the pitcher, Kellen Bowman. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the marching band still performing off in the football field just beyond Harry and David Field. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Breaking ball, finds that top third, strike 2. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Hits down the air, left field, drops down for a hit. Base hit for Diego Grabiel, his 2nd hit of the night. He's 2 for 4 at the dish this evening. So a 2-out single extends the inning. I know that some of his family members are watching right now on the broadcast. And 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 8. Here's Nolan Donovan. It's been a very interesting one so far tonight in the Rogue Valley. Donovan reaching on base in his 2nd at-bat of the night. 0 for 2 with a walk. Bowman works on that first base side of the rubber in the first pitch. Breaking ball, misses upstairs, ball 1. PG Gould has been the entertainment for the whole entire evening, talking about stories from way back in the day with the Medford days and everything in between. Medford sports, 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Runner goes, chopper, right side, takes it as Thomas, second baseman, throw to first base in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 8 in the Rogue Valley. Want to stay on for the 9th, Beach?
You bet.
All right, 9th inning we go.
I got one more story.
4-3 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Last call for the Lydo's Lab in the top half of inning number 9. Rogues send in the closer. His first appearance in a Medford Rogues uniform. The young man from Los Medanos College in California, the Livermore native. It is Josh Rodriguez taking over the reins from Will Salihir. This pitching change tonight and all season long brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And Josh Rodriguez has the task of shutting down the Lydo's Lab in the top half of inning number 9. Lab putting a 3 spot in the top half of inning number 8. James Collier leads off the inning, followed by Carlin Crutcher. And at Grady Beaumont, BG Gould stays with us for the top half of the 9th inning. And you talked about it. Hey, we're talking about this off air. Rogues going to send in their closer. And way back in the day, the Rogues had the doctor.
The doctor.
Not the doctor, but the Medford A's. Thank you, my friend.
His name was Tony Floyd from, at that time, Southwest Missouri State. And he actually led the league in save with 16 or 17. And he's a big right-hand pitcher from Licking, Missouri.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch there by Josh.
I had a chance to spend 2 weeks with Tony and his family in Licking. And nice small town. But
swing and a miss, strike 3. Welcome to the Rogues, Josh Rodriguez. 1 down, 2 to go in the 9th.
And so I sat with him on every road trip, and even with guys get on the bus, they know that no one sits next to Tony except beige. and
the
so,
reason why is he called the Dr. Beach?
well, it's like he comes in and saves the patient. A doctor saves the patient from the game.
And Josh Rodriguez is going to try to save the Rogues in the top half of inning number 9 after this late charge on the Lydo lab. 1-0. Check swing did go around on it, says the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette.
So
1 ball, 1 strike.
we're up in Salem playing at that time, Chemeketa Community College. And I had seen the umpires during the day at the mall. I said, do me a favor when
1-1. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's nasty.
If you see number 11 in the bullpen warming up, and if we call him into the game, go out as you going out to the bullpen area to let him know the right-hander has been called in.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And I said, do me a favor, just
throws it over to first base for safe measure. Cruncher down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Josh Rodriguez. 2 down, 1 to go in the 9th.
So all of a sudden the umpire, the base ump, goes out there to bullpen area and said, hey, doctor, you're in. And yeah, I can see the Cheshire smile cat, and the smile. So
first pitch misses low, and the final hope for the Lydo's lab is Grady Lamont. 1 for 3 so far this evening. Did single back in the 2nd, struck out a pair of times in the 4th and in the 7th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball gets away from the catcher, Logan Macy. 2 balls, no strikes.
And the time I spent in Licking, Missouri with the family, there is a Floyd's Barbershop.
Okay.
It's almost like a little Mayberry.
2 balls, no strikes. Rodriguez sets, and the 2-0. Swing and a miss, great fastball. So you see that fastball, see the curveball. Josh Rodriguez joining the Rogues this week. Behind 2 balls and a strike, but trying to strike out the side. Get the Rogues back to their winning ways. 2-1, fouls it off, right side, and quickly the count goes square.
And like you said, it's great to see Carson and his brother coaching again. They did a fine job as players and coaches here for the Rogues.
Beach, I don't think I've ever seen this before in my whole entire life. Logan Macy has to change his belt on a 2-2 count. With the bases empty, a 4-3 lead for the Rogues. Logan Macy saying, I got to change the belt. And he gets himself, puts the belt around the waist. And, I mean, another story in this 2026 campaign, Josh Rodriguez waiting to try to find a way to slow down Grady Lamont.
Well, like you said, we're talking about Logan Macy in the belt. We had, what is it, Tristan?
That's right.
With
it was Forrest with the shoes.
Yeah, the Forrest Zelma with the shoestring.
Big pitch upcoming. Down to their final strike is the lab. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch misses low, escapes away from Logan Macy. The count fills.
So I've never quite seen the. So Forrest Zelma called time to replace his shoestring, and now we got Logan Macy calling time to replace his belt.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Lydo Lab down to their final strike on this Thursday evening. 3-2.
There it is. Oh.
Misses low, ball 4. Lamont takes first to extend the ball game. So a 2-out base runner on for the Lab. Here is Juno Humphrey, the left fielder for the Lydo's Labs. 2 for 3 so far tonight. Two strikeouts for Josh Rodriguez this evening. Glances at first base. Juno Humphreys at the dish. First offering. Hits that foul down the first base side. Strike 1. So any stories in the Northwest League of somebody had to change their belts during an at-bat, Beach?
No.
The things you see at the ballpark.
Yes.
No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Breaking ball, upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. Good chance to pick our player of the game. Take a listen to the highlights. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and get you ready for tomorrow. Ball and a strike. Fastball. Misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. And speaking of that out-of-town scoreboard,
Hillsburg came back.
in the 10th inning, 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Pours in for a strike on the top third. And the Lab are down to their final strike. Deuce is wild. Rodriguez sets up on that first base side. The 2-2 breaking ball. Check swing. It did go around. And the ball game's over. Medford takes the game, and they split this series 4-3 the final against the Lydo Labs. Great pitching by the Rogues pitching staff. PG Gould having a great time on the air. The Rogues celebrate and they get the victory. This game does not count towards the overall record and the stats, but it's a good confidence boost heading into the weekend when they take on the Cal State Peloteros tomorrow at 6:35. Lydo's Lab fall to 13-2 overall in the season, and the Rogues win in a close one, 4-3 the final. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Lydo's Lab. When we come right back after this, we have the Rogues postgame show for you. Rogues win. That was a close one, a scare from the Lydo's Lab in the top half of the 8th inning. And the coaching staff is not happy. Lydo's Lab continue the talk. Head coach Kevin Olmstead and Carson Lyden talking at home plate still. So the conversation continues between the 2 head coaches. So the conversation continues, but we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll wrap this one up for you. Rogues win in the exhibition 4-3 against the Lydo Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues Tristan Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues Tristan Medford Airport at roguestristan.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
It's a happy Thursday evening at the ballpark. Medford wins 4-3 against the Lydo Lab. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues postgame show. Very fun one tonight at the ballpark. Rogues led 4-0 until the 8th inning. Lydo's Lab tacked on 3 runs, but the Rogues held on with a great play and a great pitching performance by Josh Rodriguez, his first outing in a Medford Rogues uniform. The Livermore, California native from Los Medanos College getting 3 strikeouts to close the book on the top half of the 9th inning. Let's take a look at the highlights. Before we do that, let's take a look at the final line score. Medford, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Lydo, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. In the top half of inning number 1, it was a 1-2-3 inning for Tristan Ainsworth on the hill pitching home half of the first. How about the Rogues offense coming to life with this play?
Good battle brewing between Quinton Olson and Mason Christian. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mason advances at second base to 2-2. Line try off the glove of the first baseman Collier, rounding first, and the stop sign not going to be put up. Rounding third, racing towards home is Daniel Behrmann. He scores standing up. RBI double for Quinton Olson.
And that's how the offense in the evening began for the Rogues. It was a 1-0 lead for the Rogues after the first inning. And it was a 6-4-3 twin killing turned by the Rogues in the infield in the top half of inning number 2. Rogues went in order 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the second. Top half of inning number 3, it was a strikeout pitched by Tristan Ainsworth. The single got aboard by Brady Berry, but he was left stranded at first base. Bottom half of inning number 3, Rogues capitalized and got another run across, and it was on the RBI double on the 6-3 on the play. But more important, the Rogues got another run across in the home half of inning number 3. Top half of inning number 4, it was a 1-2-3 inning, and it was Matty Ibrahim Jr. I know his dad is watching right now as we speak. And how about Matty Ibrahim Jr.? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night action on the hill.
That's been a strike throughout the whole entire evening. Ibrahim sets back up on that first base side of the rubber, infield playing deep around the horn. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Lamont down on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Matty Ibrahim strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors.
And Matty Ibrahim Jr. found a way to slow down the offense in Lydo's Lab. In the bottom half of inning number 4, 2 runs came across. And how about this hit to get the offense moving? Diego Grabiel's parents and family are in attendance. And how about Diego Grabiel putting on a show on this Thursday evening?
The end of the bat, slow roller toward third. Can't make the play. It's a fair ball. And the third baseman, Lamont, can't make the play. Rounding first, digging for 2 is Diego Grabiel, and he gets to second base safely. It's a 1-out stand-up double, and the Rogues have a base runner on again this evening.
Rogues offensively found a way to get a couple of runs across. How about Daniel Behrmann with this hit?
And the pitch. 0-1, flares it out. Center field on the run is Leaners, the center fielder. That drops down for a hit. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single for Daniel Behrmann.
Rogues put up a 2 spot in the home half of inning number 4. Top of the 5th, 1-2-3 went the Lydo's Lab. Bottom half of inning number 5, 1-2-3 went the Rogues. Top half of inning number 6, another 1-2-3 inning pitched by the Rogues pitching staff. Bottom half of inning number 6, a couple of base runners were on. Runners at the corners for the Rogues, but they could not capitalize. Top half of inning number 7, another 1-2-3 inning. You think about what happened in the closeout, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th inning. 13 straight retirements in the game for the Rogues pitching staff. The Rogues pitching staff was on rails. Bottom half of the 7th, the Rogues went in order 1-2-3. Top half of inning number 8, got a couple of runs across. And the thing is, on this play, it was a couple of runs came across, but Daniel Behrmann playing well at short.
Right, one of them. 2-1 left side. Daniel Behrmann charges in at short. The throw to first base, and the throw's in time. 6-3 on the ground out.
So they all.
Medford legend B.G. Gould on the call with me there in that point of the game. 3 runs came across. It was a 1-run game in the bottom half of inning number 8. Rogues could not get a run across in that inning. They struck out. The side was struck out in that 7th inning. The bottom of the 8th, the Rogues had a base runner on with Diego Grabiel. Could not get him across. Top half of inning number 9. Josh Rodriguez got his first outing in a Medford Rogues uniform in 2026, and he got 3 outs via the K. Did issue a walk to the third base from Grady Lamont, but the Rogues found a way to get the job done on this Thursday evening. This game does not count to the overall record and the stats for the Rogues, but it does count to the Lydo Lab. 13-2, they fall in this 2026 campaign. 4-3, the final. Medford takes care of business at the Lydo Lab. Let's take our player of the game before we go on the Rogues postgame show, and Diego Grabiel, definite candidate. Quinton Olson reached on base twice, RBI double. Chance Flores got aboard of a couple of a hit by pitch and a walk. And the offense looked pretty good throughout the whole entire evening. Diego Grabiel, 2 for 4 at the dish, a double and a single. He goes 2 for 4, and he's our player of the game. So Diego Grabiel, his family in attendance. Special thanks to his grandparents for bringing the chocolate chip cookies, the chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, and the snickerdoodle cookies. The cookies are the trick at Harry and David Field. When the cookies have been brought to the dugout, the Rogues get a big victory, and the Rogues get a big victory tonight. 4-3 the final against the Lydo Lab. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and the standings. That's brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. A couple of games already in the books are in this moment. And actually, one game's in the books. Healdsburg wins it on the walk-off in the bottom half of inning number 10. 6-5 against the Lincoln Potters. Currently in the bottom half of inning number 6. Solano playing well. They lead 6-1 against Humboldt. Humboldt's been on a hot streak so far, but Solano sneaking into the Arcado Ballpark, and they lead by 5. And the Rogues are not going to be back in Pacific Empire League action until Tuesday when they welcome in the Lincoln Potters for the first of a 3-game set. Next 2 games do not count towards the league standings. They'll take on the Cal State Peloteros Friday night and Saturday night. Both games at 6:35 p.m. will get underway at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It was supposed to be the Marysville Giants, but that was canceled. But the Cal State Peloteros come to the Rogue Valley, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So the next time we speak with you will be at 6:15 tomorrow against the Cal State Peloteros. Take a look at the standings before we go. In the Pacific Empire League, that is brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. Healdsburg still top the league. They are 9-2 overall. Humboldt still 7-2 in second place. Medford moves into third place with that loss to Lincoln. They're in third place. They're 5-4. The Lincoln Potters drop down a notch. They're 6-5. West Coast Kings are 5-6. Solano's 5-6 as well. And the Marysville Giants they are 1-13. In this 2026 campaign when it's Pacific Empire League play. So the Rogues, if the season ended today, the Rogues would be on the outside looking in with a record of 5-4 in Pacific Empire League action, but there's still a lot more league to play in this 2026 than it is the second day of the month of July. So watch out. Rogues are going to try to get themselves back to their winning ways in league action beginning on Tuesday. But we'll be back with you tomorrow. A couple of non-league games against the Cal State Peloteros. 6:35 first pitch. You get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. So that'll be the next time I will speak with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Don't forget to get your tickets tomorrow in the 4th of July game at MedfordRoguesBaseball.simpletix.com. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Special thanks to the mayor of Medford, the governor of Oregon, B.G. Gould, joining us and telling us a lot of stories throughout the whole entire evening. A lot of fun to pick his brain about the game of baseball. And when the Northwoods League was Northwest League was a crazy league way back in the day when the Medford A's were part of it. And all the Boise stories and going to Everett. Always a pleasure having B.G. Gould on the air. He'll be back at his post just across the way at the press box to do the stats and keep score for tomorrow night's contest. Game 1 and 2 between the Cal State Peloteros and the Medford Rogues. Tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch. We'll speak to you at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. For everyone that has put this broadcast together, for B.G. Gould, my name is Brian Welch saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeating the final score from Harry and David Field. Medford wins 4-3 against the Lydo's Lab. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network. So long from the Rogue Valley.